Katawa Shoujo is not a crazy oh my god, this is a must, everyone come in right now kind of game. It's a pretty relaxed, nice visual novel. Hey, Tom, and yeah, it's moderated still. Anyway, it is 7 p.m. Welcome to Visual Thursdays with Anime Fan Arcade 2K. We're playing some more Katawa Shoujo, continuing their Emmy route, which I think is 2 live streams are being done. So this is probably gonna be the penultimate. And watch, I'm gonna be wrong. It's just to be funny later because we're like, oh well, nope, sorry. But for now, 3. Tom, eventually you'll be your own moderation team. Alright, let's go back to the track meeting. Oh my god, the music. Forgot how loud the music can be. But last time we saw Rin run and we met Rin's mother, and we're like, oh my god, how's it going? Now I know this game will have very little breaks, but I will try to eat some of my dinner as I play. By some of my dinner, I mean I got some curly fries for my dinner, so. It's 1. Since I started, yeah. No, Emmy. We saw Emmy. Emmy. Tom, we're on the Emmy route. Not everybody is Rin, okay? I'm gonna that he zoned out for a while. Wait, what? Why is he zoning out? Starting with a Nani? I almost don't notice that the relay is about to begin. But when I look, I can't find Emmy. Thought that Emmy would be running the relay. She runs anchor. So she won't be running for a while yet. Ah. I said Rin? No, I meant Emmy. Did you see it? Huh? Emmyad or Emmyist? Maybe. There's an everyone is Misha mod? Oh my god. There'll be so much wahahaing. People would never come back to the live stream. Like everyone was like, done. This is Misha with like a smoke face just running instead. Bump into Misha, it's just Misha just wahahaing over you. Like, you either could jump in on Misha and Misha's conversation, or talk to Misha, or read a book. I mean, people are afraid of wahahas, that's fair. Maybe this time. Race begins. I cheer Emmy's teammates along as they pass the baton. Finally, I see Emmy sprinting onto the track to take the final handoff. Once again, I'm taken aback by how graceful she looks when she runs, and how they reuse the same CG for it too. Really is beautiful. The look of determination and fearlessness on her face only adds to the picture. Emmyad or Emmyist, I suppose. Hey! Then as she crossed the finish line, I see her stumble slightly. Well, it's only barely, but it's a definite stumble. Rin inhales sharply and actually looks concerned for a second. Emmy. Did she hurt herself, do you think? You noticed it too. It must be bad. She frowns as if deciding on the next course of action. Eventually that proves to be too tiresome and she shrugs again. Well, let's go down. There is no wahaha. Actually, I could make a... Dude, okay, how's this sound? When I actually make the 1-minute wahaha video for you guys, that will link to it, okay? That's my promise to you, Tom. There'll be a way to spam the link for a wahaha video on YouTube. Gotta crown the victor. See if you can find a laurel branch. That's not gonna be easy. Rin shrugs. At least we tried. Well, We didn't really try all that hard. Or at all, but hey, whatever. Emmy is surrounded by her teammates, all of them congratulating her on the run. Rin seems to be waiting for Emmy to notice that she's arrived. Oh yeah, I guess she can't exactly wave Emmy over. Then again, I'm not sure that Rin would do such a thing even if she had arms. Make it my first vid of the year that isn't a stream? Probably will be, actually. Although, I've definitely been featured in 2 singing videos on the Can channel. Doesn't seem her style to draw attention to herself or to emote beyond shrugging. Either way, I'm not willing to wait, so I wave to Emmy, who looks up and grins happily at me. Us.
Hey, you showed up. Guess Rin owes me money, huh?
He would have brought you a crown of laurels, but Sal didn't have one. Hey, neither did you. It wasn't my job to look. When do we assign jobs? But I said, see if you can find a laurel branch. Try to keep up. I shrug. Guess Rin's rubbing off on me. Seems my fault after all, Emmy. Emmy laughs at Rin and me.
It's okay. I'm sure you'll make it up to me somehow.
Sure. You know how it goes. Feels weird without everyone else here? Well, you know.
Good. So how'd I look?
I stopped myself from blurting out beautiful or amazing, so for the substantially safer, very impressive. Emmy seems pleased with this assessment. I mean, it's a quiet stream, you know. Sometimes you have to just relax, you know, for 3 hours, give or take. I don't mention how much more impressive her performance is, given her lack of legs. I figure she knows that already. Besides, seems like it would take away from her efforts somehow.
Great to hear. I was worried that I looked a little slow on the relay, but I guess I did fine, huh?
Actually, I noticed Rin kicks me and keeps me from finishing my sentence.
What was that all about?
He noticed it at the end.
That's no good. Guess the nurse will look at it for me later.
There's a carelessness in her voice, as if it isn't a big deal. I suddenly notice a slight twitch on her face, like she's trying to hide the fact that she's in pain. Then I notice her breathing is a little shallow too. I guess she really is hurt. She must knows my concern because she skips up to me and gives me a friendly pat on the shoulder.
Hey, you look a little worried. I'm fine, really. Just sore from all the running is all. And come on, a little pain isn't going to stop me.
Oh no. Oh no? Emmy grins, and for a moment she looks like she did during her sprint, fierce and unconquerable. To put it another way, really beautiful. The farm on FGO as it goes on. Have you emptied the shop yet? That's fair.
Hasn't yet.
Well then, guess I shouldn't worry, huh?
Damn right. I'm Emmy Ibarazaki, fastest thing on no legs. I don't stop for anything.
Yo, that's a great line. Impressive. Emmy giggles and then she seems to remember something.
Oh, before I forget, Rin and I are going to do something next Sunday as a post-track meet celebration. You should come along. Normally, we do it the day after. Since the track meet was on a Sunday, I've got homework and class and all that stuff to take care of. Plus, our morning run, of course.
Right, of course. Alright, your mom wanted to say she's proud of you. She'll call you later tonight.
I thought I saw her in the stands. I'm glad she made it. It used to be my dad who showed up to my meets, but Mom's done a pretty good job of taking over.
She shivers slightly and realizes that she's still all sweaty. Breeze has started to blow too. I'm not cold at all, and I've got my jacket with me, so without a word I throw it around her shoulders. Emmy jumps slightly and then grins at me. Rin, however, looks on going, "You chose poorly, Sal. I'm the best route. Ask Tom. He agrees."
Hey, thanks. It's getting a little cold, I guess.
Yeah, looked like it. Just as I begin to wonder whether or not giving Emmy my jacket could be taken the wrong way, a boy in a track uniform approaches. "Oh, Emmy! Going to miss the medal ceremony!"
Oh yeah, thanks. Turns to Rin and myself. You don't have to stick around for this part. It takes forever. Besides, just get cranky on your homework now if you don't want to be up late, Hisao. Morning run tomorrow, don't forget. How could I?
Rin is good, Civ.
Good point. I mean, spending time with me after all.
With this, she waves quickly and dashes off to receive her medals, or wherever they pass off as a medal these days. Now you head back away from the track, Rin remaining deep in whatever thought she has for the most of the walk back to her dorm. As I see her off, she speaks up.
You're probably not getting that coat back, I think.
I'm sure I'll get it back, eventually. Emmy is bad Civ? Sorry. We're going bad Civ route then.
Interesting. Take it as it comes, huh? Very Emmy-ish.
With this odd statement, she turns and heads into the building. Honestly, was it that big a deal? I think it's actually funny because in this route, Hisao doesn't realize that Emmy is kind of rubbing off on him. Whereas he recognizes that Rin kind of rubbed off on him. Or maybe it's just that Rin's so unique. You would notice right away if you started acting like her. But I don't know. Shrug. Shrug like Rin would.
Yeah.
It was cold and, unless I'm mistaken, in pain. Giving her a solution to at least one of those problems seemed like an obvious reaction. Though, I guess there is a chance I could lose my jacket if Emmy never remembers to return it. I guess Rin has a point. Still, can't bring myself to muster much worry over the whole thing. After all, it's been getting warmer lately. I don't need a jacket. Odd. I think I used to be a little more responsible with my stuff. Emmy-ish, huh? Hisao the level 1 crook, Emmy's the level 100 thief? Fair. No, it should be Hisao level 1 crook, Emmy level 35, Mafia, Rin level 100, boss, or whatever it is. Maybe that's not really a bad thing. No, your skill, Tom. Katawa Shoujo. Hey, you haven't been forgetting to take your medicine, have you? Catching a little murmur. Just take it easy for a few days. The nurse's words hurt me far more than the exhaustion of the morning run ever could. Take it easy for a few days? Knew I should have kept quiet. Keep my eyes on the floor, feeling like a complete idiot. Of course, I hadn't been remembering to take my medicine. Been rushing out of my room to get to the track before Emmy. With the track being a few days ago, I felt inspired. So I've been running warm-up laps in the morning before Emmy shows up. Then today, while she and I were running, I felt a little pain in my chest. It's only slight. It was only for a second, so I mentioned it to the nurse. Honestly, it wasn't that bad. That's how Emmy works. That jacket's gone, I guess. I guess we'll never mention that jacket ever again. I mean, kept running and finished just fine, so really, it couldn't have been that bad. Why do I feel like I'm making excuses to the nurse? Moreover, why do I feel a need to justify continuing to run despite the pain? Really. Comes down to my being unwilling to concern Emmy, who seems concerned anyway. This song is... like, I don't like the start of this song, but once it actually gets into the beat, I'm like, yo, this song's good now. That's it. The jacket's gone forever. The end. Gone. Not sure how she was able to tell there was anything wrong. She claims I stumbled a little. She's the one who insisted I tell the nurse, so now, I feel bad for worrying her at all. Nurse is shaking his head ruefully while Emmy paces outside the room. So, I know it's difficult for you to get into a new routine. If you don't want to find yourself in a lot of trouble, you're going to have to try harder. Can't afford to forget your pills, man. Can't push yourself too hard. But if I don't push myself, how will I improve? I don't know where that came from. The nurse seems to have an idea. Now, where I've heard that before. Huh? Emmy-ish, remember? Remember that line that Rin said before? Yeah. He laughs and pats me on the shoulder. Ha! Just rub it off on you, I guess. His expression changes again, and he's back in serious mode. Look, I'm not saying you shouldn't push yourself. That doesn't mean you shouldn't be taking your medication. And it doesn't mean you shouldn't stop if your chest starts to bother you. I prefer not to have any fatalities while I'm on staff here. Bit of a lofty goal, to be sure. I'm always up for a challenge. Health and safety in Gotcha is bad civ. And running after not taking pills in Raiko is good civ. I'm not so sure about that. Anyway. I hate to admit it, but I think he's right. I've got to remember to take my medication. You're right. Sorry to worry you. Who's worried? Smart kid, right? I know you can be responsible, Isao. Situation like yours. Got to learn to be responsible fast. I know. His expression suddenly becomes devious. Suppose you start to enjoy your runs with Emmy then, eh? Okay, Misha good civ then? Oh, I'm not sure about that one either. I mean, I think she's good civ, but whatever. I find it funny. Yeah, really been helping me. I mean, until today, I was feeling a lot more healthy. Plus, it's really impressive to see Emmy run. Did you see her at the track meet? She was incredible. The nurse nods, grinning all over. Oh, yeah! So, I see it. I see it. I don't know why the nurse is slowly transforming into a different person. He's gonna be like more. He's going from like the laid back kind of stonerish nurse to be like, my boy. In a moment at this rate. There she was, Sal. Watched her a couple races before. I had some business to take care of. She told me all about it. Kind of you to loan her your jacket, by the way. Huh? Ah, yeah, it wasn't that big of a deal. I'd honestly forgotten all about that. So I got it back. Level 1 crook. Level 100 thief. It's becoming true. Oh no, Nurse is doing his job good, right? Nurse gets a smile that makes me feel like he's just made a joke. Not to you, but Emmy certainly appreciated it. And I know she appreciates you running with her in the mornings. Emmy is best thief? Fair. This one catches me off guard a little. Sure, she mentioned that it's easier to keep to the schedule with an extra person. But I didn't think that was doing her a favor at all. I thought she was doing me the favor of helping me follow the doctor's orders. She tries harder when you're around. There's someone else running with her. It's going to push herself more. She tries even harder when you're around because, well, it's you. Yo! Hope you had a good day at work, King. What the heck does that mean? Oh, my boy! My boy! Anyway, you missed Best Thief? You'd love to know, wouldn't you? He laughs in the style of evil megalomaniacs. Oh, my boy! Anyway, oh, seriously, because you're a friend. Rin ran with her. I'm sure she'd do the same. Well, probably. That's not the point. Point is, you're helping her, even if you don't know you are. And she's grateful for that, even if she never says it. What do you mean, even if she never says it? 31 degrees and snowing? Oh yeah, that's right. Other places are getting snow right now. Us in New York City are still okay. Big oof, big oof. Press F because of snow. Hey, just because 31 degrees isn't cold. Well, just because 31 degrees isn't cold doesn't mean it's not annoying. Amy doesn't talk a lot, but she and I have known each other long enough I can read her most of the time. I'll admit it, I have no idea what he's talking about. Amy always seems pretty talkative to me. I see. He's talking about herself. Sal, come on. Duh, what a dullard. Sal's such a dullard. Jeez. I mean, I guess that's okay. Nurse suddenly realizes that he's been rambling and stops talking, looking a little embarrassed. Anyway, you don't have to stop your morning exercise. Just walk the track instead of running for a few days. Let things calm down. And take your damn medicine! Take your meds! I laugh as I exit the office, bumping straight into Emmy. Oh! Whoops, sorry about that.
Are you okay? What did the nurse say? Do you need to go to the hospital? Oh my gosh, it was my fault, wasn't it? I've been pushing you too hard, haven't I? I'm a horrible person.
The words pour forth like a torrent. She's really agitated. I didn't expect her to be this concerned about me, to be honest. Gotta calm her down, but how the hell do I do that? Do the only thing I can think of. Give her a hug. Emmy tenses up slightly, so I pat her head in what I hope is a reassuring manner. I'll hug you! Out of nowhere! Cuddles! Don't take meds as bad, Civ. You take your meds! Nah. Anyway. Hey, settle down! I'm fine, okay? No worries. You feel Emmy's body relax and continue to assure her I'm fine. Her arms wrap around me as if she's trying to confirm that I'm not about to fall over dead. Catch a whiff of her hair. Smells like sweat. Or how adrenaline should smell. The scent of activity. Yeah, I mean, hugs is good, Civ. What about smelling the sweat off your, off the person you're hugging? What's that? What kind of Civ is that? A hint of strawberries. From a shampoo, I suspect. You strawberry scented shampoo, girl? I mean, I do that. I mean, I don't use strawberry scented shampoo. I mean, I use a very good smelling shampoo. That's what I mean. I just need to remember to take my medicine. That's all. Don't worry about it. It's not your fault.
You sure?
Voice is muffled, mostly because your voice is muffled mostly because at the moment her face is pressed into my chest. Yeah, I'm sure. I just need to take it a little easy for the next few days. It suddenly occurs to me how close the two of us are. It also occurs to me how nice being this close feels. I feel Emmy's heartbeat calming down. I have to resist the urge to rest my chin on top of her head. Ha! You're short! I mean, you know, this sweat is weird but acceptable, Civ. Is that the Fate Go version of weird flex but okay?
Thank goodness. You really had me worried there, Hisao.
Emmy, going to come in here anytime soon? Oh, I'm sorry. Was I interrupted? Oh, my boy! Yo, shout outs to Twitch trying to hold that comment for being quote unquote aggressive. I'm sorry, was I interrupted, my boy? Two of us spring apart as if the other just caught on fire. Amy brushes her hair back nervously and laughs.
Course not. I'll see you later, okay? Oh, and Hisao? Take your damn medicine.
The last phrase is punctuated by a punch in the shoulder. Yeah, I'll remember. See you later. Nurse smiles again like he's in on some joke. I don't know what about some joke I don't know about, and waves to me as I head for my room, feeling a burning in my cheek. Need a shower. Cold one. The thoughts running through my head now are any indication. She was really soft. Pills are waiting for me when I make it to my room. Swallow them without a second thought. I don't know why I didn't think of waiting until after the runs to take them. For some reason I figured it was when I woke up or not at all. But no, they only need to be taken every 24 hours. The exact time of day doesn't factor in. My thoughts drift back to the hug in the hallway. It's weird. Expect someone to smell foul after a run, but for some reason, Emmy smelled right. A tinge of sweat just seemed to fit her. Okay, yeah, Hisao is definitely in the weird but acceptable Civ, I guess you called it. I really need that shower. Whoa, okay. That was quick. I heard the Brawly film was alright. It was pretty good from people who really wanted it. As one of my friends put it, he said, "You wanted to walk into a film to scream with little kids for 45 minutes," and he said, "Acceptable." So one of my friends watched it and enjoyed it. Strange, I feel so natural for me to go up to the roof these days. Never would have done such a thing at my old school. Mainly because in the majority of Japanese public schools and schools in general, they purposely close off the roof so people can't just access it because you never know who's going up there, you know? Just putting that out there. But those days, I like to eat alone. No, that's not quite true. Though I like to sit alone, I also like to watch people. I always figured that was the sort of person I was, but it appears I was wrong. Then again, I also thought I was the sort of person who had a normal heart, so there you have it. I don't know myself that well. Wow, Isao. Good job, I guess? I don't know. Now I'm on the roof so that I can have lunch with a couple of people. And they're both girls, which is even stranger. Why? Having lunch with your friends is like normal, right? Oddly enough, I feel closer to Emmy and Rin than I felt to anyone at my old school. Somehow I get the feeling they'd at least visit me if I wound up in the hospital. Oh, wow. I mean, that's true. I focus on the view from the roof, banishing such thoughts from my head. There's a light breeze blowing and the sun is shining high in the sky. The sky itself is a deep blue, with hardly a cloud in it. It's gotten pleasantly warm, and as I sit down to wait for my friends, I close my eyes and enjoy the feeling of the sun seeping into my skin. This burns. Voices intrude upon the edge of my hearing.
Seems to have fallen asleep on us, Rin.
Maybe he's faking, to lull us into a false sense of security.
Why would he do that?
No idea. He saw us depressing? Probably.
Still, you make a good point. We should kick him or something to make sure he's really asleep.
Huh, what? Emmy looms over me like only a short girl can, peering at me intently.
Oh, you're awake. I guess we don't have to kick you then.
Was it part of your master plan? I knew it. What are you talking about? Emmy shrugs, her twin tails bouncing with emotion.
I'm not sure either. You must be pretty tired to fall asleep out here. Although, it's pretty comfortable, I suppose.
She plops down next to me and begins to eat. Nom 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 nom. Rin sits opposite from the two of us, a move which only makes me more aware of the girl sitting next to me. I didn't know any better. I swear Rin did it on purpose. Concentrate on my food, trying to tune out the majority of the conversation Rin and Emmy are having. Despite my best efforts, however, I still find myself glancing over at Emmy whenever she speaks. Notice how she purses her lips when she thinks about something, squinting slightly as if that would improve her thinking ability. Rin says something that makes Emmy laugh, and I notice perhaps for the first time how she laughs with her whole body rocking back and forth, head thrown back, almost like she's about to fall over. Ah! Probably look like a creep. I'm a creep. He sounds a weirdo. What the hell is he doing here? He's creepy on Emmy, that's what he's doing. Anyway. It's about time that I realize Emmy's looking at me. Her voice raised slightly, so she probably just asked me a question. Huh? Sorry, kind of zoned out for a moment there. Emmy rolls her eyes while a slight quirk of the eyebrows is the only sign that Rin's ever even paying attention. She's like, Rin's just like, I notice everything. Emmy is level 15 schoolgirl. He saw his level 35 creep. Oh no! Oh no! Watch out!
I said, did you get a career survey in your class too? You know, one of those, what do you want to do after high school things?
I don't think so. Maybe we'll get one tomorrow.
What are you going to put down?
That's a really good question. Guess I always figured I'd go to college after high school. I have no idea what I'd do once I got there. Level 1 and the siren is approaching. Woo, woo, woo. Anyway. With the heart attack and all, I'd really been concentrating on each day as it came rather than making long-term plans. I suppose I can safely start planning ahead again. I've always liked having at least a vague plan for my future, so it'd be nice to come up with one again. Of course, that doesn't change the fact that right now I've got absolutely no clue. always kind of assumed I figured it out in college. That, just become a salaryman. That's pretty popular. Do I really want to? That's a tough question. Guess I don't really want to do anything.
You don't sound very excited about that one, do you?
She laughs as she says this. I'm caught up in her laugh again. So girlish, high and giggly, like a well-parted. The cliche, like a babbling brook. I don't know why I started talking like this. It bubbles out of her, started in her belly, and working its way up her throat. I can't help but laugh myself. I couldn't laugh with the way I was reading the narration. It's infectious. Yeah, guess I'm pretty unhappy with the salaryman idea. To be honest, I haven't given much thought to the future recently. Suppose that these days, I'm more concerned with living one day at a time. Emi considers this for a moment and grins.
That's a pretty good idea, Hisao. I just wrote down pirate.
I'm momentarily stunned that I start laughing. Saw myself and managed to gasp out a question. You're not actually serious, are you? I mean, he looks mock offended.
Well, I've got the legs for it already, so I just kind of figured.
Oh, whoa. That was funny, actually. Even Rin seems amused by this.
Just you wait. I'll be the terror of the high seas. I'll show you all. I've even been working on my pirate voice.
Suddenly springs up and begins swaggering up and down the rooftop shouting orders.
Yar! Me hearties! Give them a broadside with the long guns. We'll wear their guts regarders.
Do you even know what that means? Rin's unexpected interruption stops Emi in her tracks.
Not really. But it's all in the delivery.
The ringing of the bell prevents her from demonstrating her point further. We dashed off immediately, leaving Rin and myself alone on the roof. Rin stares at me intently for a few moments. Is there, something wrong? Rin considers this question closely for a moment. After a lengthy pause, she shakes her head. Nope. Oh, why the staring then? Emi's life choices are weird but acceptable. Weird but acceptable, Civ. And shakes her head again. Nope, I don't get it. Get what? The staring thing. You two seem to, but I don't. Great, she saw me staring. Now she probably thinks I'm a pervert or something. Well, you are! Level 35 creep! Ah! Actually, probably not. This is Rin we're talking about, after all. Still, I feel the need to defend myself. I wasn't staring. I was just tired. Rin actually snorts at this, but she doesn't say anything. No, really, I was just distracted, is all. Pervert. You attend this conversation, head back down to class. Runs away. Agreed by the two specters of Shiza and Misha, looking like they mean business. Especially that Misha. Well, she doesn't look like she means business anyway. Misha just looks like she's about to start laughing at any minute. Level life jail sentence is also approaching. Uh-oh.
Ha ha ha! Up on the roof again, Hee-chan! You know that's dangerous, don't you?
She is just silent, for obvious reasons, guys.
That's right! The school cannot be held responsible for any injury that comes from being up there, you know? Furthermore, we could report you for breaking the rules!
Misha leans in and whispers conspiratorially.
But we won't, Hee-chan. You three are too cute together.
She straightens up, laughing at my sudden blush.
Wah ha 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 ha! Wah ha ha ha!
So beautiful. Emi has ultra instinct. Misha has ultra laughter then.
Wah ha 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 ha!
You guys, oh, there's extra Misha laughs, guys, coming, don't worry. I might lose my voice over this, but... Level 5, she's ellipses. Oh, man.
You're too easy to tease, Hee-chan.
Hey, come on. Still new here, sort of. Isn't it mean to pick on the newcomer like this?
Nope!
Just like, not too easy. Even Shizu's like, ha! Shizu's smile is one that's meant to pick on. Misha will go even further beyond in what, laughing?
It's to help you get acclimated to your new surroundings.
Ah, I see. Well, do you have to be so overzealous about it?
Yep!
No shame! No shame!
That's fine, Hichan. We were looking for you this morning, but you weren't in your room.
Of course I wasn't. I was out for my morning exercise or here in class bright and early. Unlike you. Oh, snap! Mic drop by Hisao of all people. Misha is probably, she has no inner voice. She transforms by laughing. Her finger just stands up and it's just more drills. It's just like, it's there 2 drills, there's 4. She now looks peeved, and a beat later so does Misha, or she tries to at any rate.
That was because of student council business. You should be grateful that we worked so hard for you.
Oh, I am. So what do you need me for? Not another attempt to rope me in to do their dirty work, I hope.
We had to give you something, but since you weren't around, we dropped it off in your room.
Something? Like what? Legendary Super Misha?
Oh, you'll find out when you get back, Hichan. Wahahaha! Wahahaha!
Muto entering the room ends our conversation and Misha's laughter. And we all head back to our seats. What happens to the drills? There's just more. She got all her hair is drills. It's only after I settled down at my desk and the teacher started talking about something or other that something odd strikes me. They get actually spiky? Oh my god, they actually pierce the heavens. What did it really mean? You two seem to. Was Emmy staring at something too? For a brief moment, I considered the possibility that Emmy was staring at me the way I was staring at her. Of course, that's ridiculous. It's not like I'm on the Emmy route or anything. Yep, even more drills. The drills go even further beyond. This is a weird concept, guys. Still, I can't deny that I wouldn't mind if it were true. Oh, snap. It's best not to think about that. No need to get my hopes up. Come to think of it, when did I start having hopes like that anyway? Shake my head and attempt to clear it and focus on the lesson. After class, I made my way to my room. Muto really piled on the homework today. You guys aren't working hard enough, so, here. I got you so much homework that you can't do anything else. Get to work. Alright. Before I can open my door, however, I'm suddenly intercepted by Kenji, who has just exploded out of his room in a flurry of papers.
Hey, we need to talk. These rooftop shenanigans of yours, man, they've got to stop.
What? Ah, our resident, they turned the fucking frogs into feminists, man. What was Kenji's line? I don't remember.
You're running around on the rooftops with the limbless wonders.
They're women, man. You'll get yourself killed running around like that. The limbless, the limbless wonders, really? I don't follow. Kenji sighs and adjusts his glasses before what could be understood as an attempt at explaining himself patiently.
Look, we're friends, so I'm telling you this for your own good. But if I were going to kill someone, I'd do it by throwing them off the roof and making it look like an accident. And if I've thought of it, you can be sure they've thought of it too. They're crafty, almost as crafty as I am.
I see.
Good! I'm glad we had this chat.
Loan me 500 yen. I'm sorry?
I need to get a drink, man. I've been inside all day, and the tap water's been compromised, as I'm sure you know. So I need to stock up on something canned, got it? But to do that, I need 500 yen. And since I've just saved your life with my timely advice, you can at least spare me 500 yen.
You know, if it'll make him go away, 500 yen is a bargain. I hand the money over to Kenji, who nods and thanks and dash off down the hallway, not before he locks his door. I'm an exhausting person. Better go, in case he changes his mind. I'm pretty sure PewDiePie is more sane than Kenji, let's be honest, guys. To close the door, my heel taps against something lying on the floor. It's a dead body! No, I'm kidding. It's a brightly colored rectangle of paper, and this is something Misha mentioned before. Probably a student council leaflet she slid under the door. Or a letter from your ex-girlfriend. What? However, when I pick it up, I find that I couldn't have been more wrong. Someone actually wrote me an old-fashioned handwritten paper letter. Who bothers doing something like this in this day and age, anyway? Yet, as unlikely as the prospect of receiving one sounds, this is definitely a letter I have in my hands. I was planning on finishing my homework, getting some dinner, and going to bed in order to be ready for tomorrow's morning's run. However, the letter has naturally caught my interest. Set my desk to examine it properly. Yup. It is. It's the first piece of mail I've received here at Yamaku, so it feels special even if it wasn't something as rare as a handwritten letter. What causes me even more trepidation is the name of the sender, written neatly on the back of the envelope. Iwanako. Well, message her now! Duh. I have no idea why she would write to me. I haven't been in contact with anyone from my old school since I transferred. Iwanako is the last person I expect to want to write me a letter. The last time I saw Iwanako was terribly awkward, embarrassingly so. She came to my hospital room, peeled me an apple out of courtesy, and we practically sat in silence for half an hour. She said goodbye, didn't look me in the eye when she closed the door. Might have been a natural end to the series of visits that was probably pretty painful for both of us. Every time she visited me in the hospital, I wanted to talk to her. Something stopped me every time. Every time that I didn't speak made the next time even harder. She looked so guilty that I didn't want to say anything that might upset her. I never could figure out the right words to say. I think Iwanako blamed herself for my heart attack. That's ridiculous, of course, but knowing it and believing it are two very different things. I told her that it wasn't her fault. She nodded, and I really think she understood that if it hadn't been for that, then sooner or later something else would have made my heart give out. Yet she looked so helplessly sad every time she opened that door and entered my room. So I never managed to say the things I wanted to say. In the end, that might have hurt her even more. I mean, if it was meant to be Hisao, he would have actually been able to reach out and talk to Iwanako and stuff, but that didn't happen, so here we are! Anyway, carefully I open the envelope and draw out the folded letter from within. Oh yeah, the Iwanako voice. Is this the same letter? No, it isn't. Oh, it's... Wait, the letter changes depending on which route you're on? What? What's this magic letter? Out of nowhere.
Dear Isao, how are you? I hope you are well and happy at your new school. Everyone here misses you. Almost all of our second year class got put together in class 3-1 for the final year, so we are pretty comfortable right from the beginning of the year. I'm sure you would have been assigned to this class as well. The mood among the third years seems to be very anxious about the final exams. Even though they are so far away, teachers are badgering us about it all the time.
It doesn't change? I thought I don't... Or did it like skip to a different part of the letter? Maybe this is a full one? I don't know. Butterfly effect? It doesn't change? Oh. Maybe... If this is the same letter, I'm going to read through it here. And then, if it's the same the next time I read it, then I'll know.
Even old Mr. Tachibana, who is, by the way, our homeroom teacher this year, would you believe it? I was sure that he'd retire after our second year, but here he is, nagging everyone about studying for exams. I think things like that are the main reason why the mood among the third years is so nervous. I must admit that I'm somehow losing confidence in myself as well, even though I've always fared reasonably well in exams.
King, or it's just Chizuru's, like, uncle, cousin? Duh.
It's so weird to think we are already seniors, isn't it? Time has really flown past. Wonder where it went. New first year seems so young and somehow really innocent.
Oh yeah, I remember this part, I think.
I keep wondering if I was like them in my first year. Feeling nostalgic like this for the whole first trimester. There are other things I want to say. I'm writing to you because I felt that there are things I should have said after the incident back in winter. Really regret that I wasn't able to save them in person. I have no excuse for it.
Yeah, I think I've had quite enough of this. Crumple the sheet of paper and toss it across the room. My aim is off. The letter rolls under my nightstand instead of going to the wastebasket. Not an apology for abandoning me, except I don't know that I really need it anymore at this point. The hospital seems like a lifetime ago. Here, now, got other things on my mind. Emmy for starters. It wasn't great to be abandoned during my stay, but it's not something I'm worried about anymore. In fact, I hadn't even thought about the hospital in what feels like forever until this letter came in. It's almost annoying to have received it. Oh, wow! He sounds like, whatever. Pass. Screw that. You play through all the routes? Yeah. That's why you're here, to put me on the wrong routes, mister. Yeah, we'll go down the Lily route. We're going down Hanako's instead. But I want to look Hanako's instead. That was Tom. I've got exams to study for myself. I have no time for the past. Now about that homework. Okay, Tom. I think what it is, though, is it gave me a different section of the letter. Because I remember the part where she's talking about the innocent first years. So I think it didn't start at the beginning. The letter started at partway through and read the end of it in the Hanako route. And that's why. The letter didn't look familiar to me. I clicked this was my fault? Psh, no. I'm an irresponsible, what am I? Plushie. Not my fault. So what's the plan for today anyway? Waiting patiently in the hallway of the girls' dormitory just outside of Emmy and Rin's rooms. Emmy is apparently helping Rin with getting dressed. I suppose that makes perfect sense, as I have no idea how Rin would get dressed otherwise.
Picnic!
Picnic?
That's what I said.
Sounds pretty exciting.
I know, right?
Rin chooses this moment to make an observation. Sky seems threatening today. Actually, I noticed that too on my way over. Despite the sunshine of the early morning, the afternoon seems to have taken a turn for the gloomy. What pronouns does the plushie use? Depends if it's depends on the gender of the pronoun. Like I still use I use male pronouns because that's the way I plushie. There's a heaviness to the air as well that usually heralds a rainstorm. I wonder if I should have brought my umbrella. Do we ever find out why Kenji is in this school? Yes, it's because he has really poor eyesight and has some paranoid tendencies, as you can see. She's got a point. I mean, you sure that you still want to risk getting caught in the rain? I don't even know why I bothered asking. And he pops out of Rin's room into the hallway, looking shocked that I'd ever suggest canceling our plans. No, Yui doesn't use male pronouns. I use male pronouns. Remember, I'm not Yui. I'm a Yui plushie. There's a difference, okay? The big difference, all right. Yui Hirasawa, female, uses actually feminine pronouns. No, he also has really poor eyesight. That's why he wears those really thick glasses. And every time he wants to confirm is he saw or not, he goes right up to his face because he can't see that well. Classification-wise, he's probably considered legally blind because of his poor eyesight. He's probably exempt from being able to test for like a license to drive and stuff, etc. Anyway.
Of course. What, the threat of rain supposed to stop me?
Can't help but grin at her belligerent response, almost like she's staring the rain to come. Mother Nature were walking down the street, I think Amy would probably start a fight with her. Yeah. Or at least challenge her to a race. Nah, you don't have to explain everyone's disorders, Tom. Yeah. At the very least, you know, if you go down each of their routes, you learn their disorders. Tom, I think my observation about Misha holds true. I'm not sure if it is true or not, but I'm still gonna say she probably has a form of high functioning autism. I think she has Asperger's. That's why she's She doesn't have an indoor voice. And she's like really good at she's really good at signing and translating for Shizune. But at the same time, she seems very erratic in her behaviors. And it seems like she has like no chill when it comes to dealing with people, because she's like 100% all the time. So I think she might have Asperger's is the reason why. It's not the ADD King, because Misha has a oh, we learned she's an Ezreal? Oh, I think that we're doing that one next, right? It's definitely not ADD though, or ADHD even, because she can hold. She's a bad student in the terms that she doesn't retain some of the information, but it's not because of a lack of focus. There's something she gets better than other things. It's just learning, I think. Anyway, or at least challenge her to a race. In fact, Emmy seems almost aggressively cheerful today. Rin wanders out into the hallway looking like her usual self. Well then, are we all ready to go?
I'm ready.
Rin nods and says a single word. Basket. Beg pardon. The basket. In Emmy's room. You should carry it. Emmy claps a hand to her mouth, embarrassed.
Oh my gosh, I almost forgot about that. Nice save, Rin.
Emmy darts into her room and emerges with what looks like a very well-stocked picnic basket. She hands it over to me. I note that it feels heavy enough to be 1, 2. Good lord, how much food did she pack? Enough for me? No, I'm not gonna be at the picnic, guys. Rip me. Rip Anime Fan Arcade 2K. Not at the picnic, but to be fair, Katawa Shoujo came out many years ago, and I'm playing it late. But more to the point, where'd she get the money from for all this? So are we set to head out?
Yep.
Rin gives another nod, and we head out of the dormitory. I can't help but frown when I notice how gray the skies got in the 10 minutes I was inside. Still, Emmy does not seem concerned by such petty concerns as the color of the sky. She's positively skipping as we walk. Which reminds me, where are we going? This brings Emmy up short, and she shoots me an embarrassed look.
You know, I hadn't really thought about that. What do you think, Hisao?
Is Kenji the Nagito of this game? What? I thought about Komeda? Hope Bagel? Well, there's a spot where we ate during the festival, but it might be nice to leave the campus for a while. However, I'm not sure if there's any good place to do that in town. Just as I'm about to open my mouth, Rin unexpectedly interjects with a suggestion. Hope Bagel, yeah. To the park in town near the art shop.
Great idea, Rin. I totally forgot all about that place.
Crisis averted. Do you know how to get there, Rin? Rin shrugs. It's pretty likely.
Good enough for me.
I prefer knowing for sure, but what the hell. Lead on, Rin. Lead on! Sally forth! We are off to picnic. Drinking energy drinks. What is the best way to not roll steno? Worship Uriel and Medusa. It works. You'll get 3 stars and you won't get stenos. I know. I've only gotten 2 stenos. She becomes a lot better later on, though, Tom. When she gets her like skill up, but that still didn't convince me. I'm like, whatever. She goes better. I'll use Scat Assassin or someone. Whatever. Oh, you male killing servants? Whatever. I got plenty of servants that kill males. If I really want to take a level up Orion instead of burning her. Anyway, 3 of us quickly make our way off campus and take the road down into town. Got 3 in 2 weeks. It's okay. I didn't even get 4 stars. You're doing better than me. This basket is a bit heavy. Hope that the park is close by. Past the art supply store, Rin slowing her pace slightly as we go by. Rin notices Rin's change of pace and stops.
Wanna go in, Rin?
Rin shrugs. Nothing I need.
Are you sure?
There's the slightest flutter of a smile on Rin's face, quickly replaced her usual expression. Life's uncertain, but on this at least, I am pretty sure. Nice of you to offer.
Well, it's not like I'm the one carrying the basket. But I'll bet Hisao wouldn't have minded anyway, right?
Oh, of course not. It's hardly a heavy load. It's hardly a heavy load. He's like on the ground dragging it, like, it's fine. I flex for emphasis. Emphasis. All right, guys, you know what to do. When someone flexes, you have to prove. You too. Do it at home. Do it if you're watching this at this moment. Flex! Anyway. That's it. And he stifles a snort of laughter by pointing to the park at which we suddenly arrived.
Oh, I remember this place. I ran into here that one time, didn't I, Rin?
Rin's eyebrow raises slightly.
Maybe.
I'm unwilling to say for certain one way or the other. Memory's a tricky thing, you know. Well, I'll be. Made it in one piece after all. Sun's still nowhere to be seen, but neither Emmy nor Rin seem to mind.
Yeah, it's time for food.
Find a spot to sit on the grass, and I set the basket down gratefully, yes, thankful. The surprising amount of food prepared. Maybe we were supposed to be joined by some of Emmy's teammates or something.
I'm starving, dig in.
She attacks the food as if she had nothing to eat for years. I'm just reaching for the food myself when I feel the first drop of rain land on the back of my hand. That Emmy expression! Say, dig it! And look at that face! Uh-oh. Looks like the weather is not going to cooperate with us after all. Emmy glares at the sky as if that alone will hold back the rain. That's how the game was drawn. you see Emmy like glaring. Hold me back, Rin! Hold me back! I'm gonna fight this! I'm gonna fight Mother Nature! And Rin's like, are you serious? With one hand. And Emmy's like, good point. And they'll giggle about it. Very nearly believe she can do it. It's one heck of a glare. The colors are faded, yeah, because they were expecting rain.
It had better cooperate. You hear me, Sky? You stop that raining right this instant.
Sky doesn't seem inclined to listen to her, despite the commanding tone she's taking with it. Instead, the rain seems to increase. Rin wrinkles her nose in distaste at this turn of events. Regrettable. 1v1 Mother Nature.
What do you mean?
Rin shrugs. I could paint this if I weren't out here. Shame to miss it all. Shame to miss it is all. Doesn't seem angry or annoyed about it, just a little disappointed. Emmy laughs in response to Rin's comment.
Guess we should have stopped at that art supply store after all, huh?
The rain increased a little more, offended that we haven't fled yet. There's more rain, guys! More. Despite the warm temperatures we've been enjoying, the rain is rather cold. Wish I brought my umbrella. Hey, we should probably head inside to keep dry.
We're already pretty wet, Hisao.
Yeah, we could dry off this way and maybe wait out the storm. You don't want to catch cold or anything, do you? Emmy considers this for a moment. Oh, that part of her wants to stay out in the rain just despite the weather. Fortunately for her, the weather hardly cares about what we do.
I suppose you're right.
You have to beat a volcano? Wait, what? Yeah, exactly. What?
Where can we go?
Volcanoes are tough, man. Pretty hot fight, though. I don't have an answer for her. The area is still pretty new to me. I guess I'm slowly getting used to the school itself. Surrounding town remains a mystery. All I know is the art supply store, and that's only because we just passed it. Fortunately, Emmy soon snaps her fingers in triumph. That's my snap. There you go.
That's it. There's a tea shop nearby. You can have some tea and dry out, no problem.
That doesn't sound like a bad idea. Great, you know where it is? Emmy nods, looking fairly confident.
Sure do. I think. But it'll be an adventure either way, right?
Adventure, huh? I suppose we could use a little adventure. I think as long as we get out of the rain, I'll be happy. Picnic basket is a little lighter now, at least. Lead on! Sally forth! Rin and I follow Emmy as she weaves through the streets with something approaching confidence.
Now left here. There! The Shanghai!
Emmy beams triumphantly as she points to the tea shop. Nazi cyborg? Oh. Stroheim! Anyway. Seems fairly crowded inside. A symptom of the sudden rain, I'm sure.
Welcome, can I?
I'm surprised to find out that our waitress is none other than Yuko. She sure looks the part in her uniform. It's hard to believe that this is the same librarian from our school. Hey, more Yuko. Does she work 2 jobs? Guess that must be it.
Oh, it's you.
Yuko seems to know Emmy. Emmy grins brightly, pleased to be remembered.
Hey, Yuko.
Hi, Yuko. I didn't know you worked here too.
Do I know you? Do I know you? You seem awfully familiar, but I don't think I've ever seen you in here.
We met at your other job at the Yamaku Library, remember? Her eyes widen in memory. Oh, yeah, that's right, because in the other route, we meet Yuko a bunch of times. And you hang out at the library a lot more. What's a minigun gonna do against a volcano? Nothing.
Yeah, that's it. Nice to see you again. Oh no, this is bad. I should have remembered a customer's face. I'm sorry. Terribly sorry.
Yuko goes from realization to panic in a split second, forming a series of high-speed bows, narrowly avoid getting headbutted in the process. Whoa, hey, calm down. Listen, wasn't a customer when we first met. In fact, I ain't been to the Shanghai, so it's alright. That's one way to talk about cars. Jeez. Not the best display of logic, but it seems to relax her a little.
Do you really think so?
Yeah. I'm sure. Positive. Isn't that right, girls? Ladies! Emmy has been watching this little drama unfold with considerable amusement.
Yep, it sure is. Well, okay. So Yuko, got a room to seat us?
Yuko nods and leads us to the corner booth, providing us with some small towels before taking our order.
What will you have? Cake! And some tea too, I guess. What kind of cake? Surprise me!
Yuko looks uncomfortable at the thought of surprising anyone. She gives a nod and turns to Rin.
And for you?
I'll take a straw. My feet are all wet.
Sorry?
The drinking kind of straw. One, please. Yuko's obviously uncertain at what to think of this. She fiddles with her pen and stationery for a moment, looking like she's about to cry, before turning in my direction.
And you, sir?
Just tea, I think. He would probably yell at me if I ordered cake.
Oh, come on, Isao. Don't let me be the only one with food. I'll feel like a pig.
Just trying to eat healthy. Your orders, after all.
Well, today is your day off. You can be healthy tomorrow.
Well then, I suppose I will have some cake after all. Yuko seems slightly irritated that I'm changing my mind.
What kind?
Glance at Emmy and grin. Surprise me. Yuko sighs and nods.
Very well. Your orders will be out soon.
Are you bullying Yuko in this route? Despite the crowd, our order does indeed arrive quickly.
Thanks, Yuko.
Yuko nods in appreciation.
This is a different guy than usual, isn't it?
What? Different guy? Emmy must notice my confusion because she seems a little embarrassed.
What? Oh yeah, I guess he is. This is my friend Hisao.
We've met.
Huh. Small world. Well, let me know if you need anything.
I bet it's because she comes here with the nurse. Emmy comes here with the nurse, right? That Yuko takes off like a shot to wait on some other tables, leaving me to ponder a comment. Different guy, huh? Doesn't make sense, right? I mean, he's pretty popular, so I've been told. It's probably that kid from the track team. Stupid. And just ask Emmy. So who's this other guy, huh? Got a secret lover? Got a secret lover or something? I'm knockoff Joseph? Yes! Oh no! Emmy laughs again, only I get the feeling it's from nervousness as much as anything else.
It's just a track team captain. He likes coming down here after practice sometimes. So if you have anything to discuss, I tag along.
Sounds mighty suspicious to me. Oh no, it is another guy. Oh snap. Can't make my name into JoJo. Anime fan RK2K has no J's or O's. Unfortunately. Oh, I see. So you can be a Joho? That'd be weird. I could let the matter drop, but can't resist at least getting another dig in. So it is a secret lover. I knew it! Rin watches our play, seeming mildly amused before muttering something I don't quite catch. Yeah, anyway.
What?
Huh? Rin jerks back from wherever her mind wandered off to. Huh? What do you say? Huh? No, before that. No idea. Oh, well. Okay. I let the matter drop, but I can't help notice that Emmy seems relieved that Rin interrupted the conversation. Maybe I went a little too far. Because King said his name was one J away from JoJo. Conversation dies down for a moment as Emmy and I busy ourselves with cake. Oh, nom nom! Minus strawberry and surprisingly good. Emmy seems to think so too as she suddenly reaches over with her fork and steals a bit. No, my cake! Thief! Oh, the level 100 thief strikes again! No!
Pirate! There's a difference.
Okay, level 100 pirates. We're not on water.
Well, no. There's a lot of water outside, so it still works, right? Besides, you can have some of mine. I think it's cranberry or something. I should have asked for the strawberry. I like strawberries.
Feel free to help yourself to mine if you really must. For some reason I feel compelled to add, seeing as how you've already done it once and all. Emmy sticks her tongue out at me. That doesn't stop her from appropriating my cake. Try some of hers as well. It's raspberry, and pretty good. The rains let up. It appears that Rena is correct. Good timing too. I finished my food, and it looks like Emmy has as well. Level 100 thief and level 1 spec. Well, better pay and get a move on before it starts raining again. It takes a few minutes to get Yuko's attention, but we pay and get out pretty quickly.
So, do you want to return to the park?
My jaw nearly drops. Are you kidding? It's probably going to rain again. In fact, I think I just felt some raindrops.
You may be right. Well, okay, I'll let you off the hook this time. We owe me a picnic now, got it?
I don't know if she's addressing me, Rin, or both of us. Fine, fine.
Now hurry up! I want to get some laps in at the track. It'd be nice to do it without the rain.
Thought this was your day off.
Well,
Rin suddenly seems reluctant to explain herself.
I need the practice.
Can't make any choking Sasuke memes here? Don't worry. Facebook and Twitter is full of them. It's beautiful.
I need to burn off that cake anyway.
Why do I get the feeling that she's leaving something out? Are you sure? Wasn't that much cake?
No. It wasn't that much cake for you. I ate most of it.
She's got a point there. Still, I feel like I should at least offer to run with her. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to offer a run with Emmy, right? Oh, there we go. Well, offer to run with Emmy. Easy decision, hopefully. Wait, should I have saved? Oh, can I? Is it too late? It's too late. Oops. Rin choked Sasuke with her feet. Fair. Hey, I'll run with you. Might as well, right? Yeah, I know, right? Emmy shakes her head emphatically.
No, you won't, Hisao. Rest is critical for you, remember? I won't allow you to push yourself too hard.
Guess she's better at giving advice than taking it. Whatever you say, Emmy. I think it's probably best not to press the issue. As you approach the girls' dormitory, it starts to rain again. Emmy's expression sours slightly.
Aw, man. Stupid rain.
Hey, it'll let up soon enough. You can go running then, right? Emmy snorts, seemingly amused.
Like I'm not going to run in the rain.
Well, you shouldn't. You could catch a cold. Emmy waves her hand airily.
Ridiculous. I don't get colds. My immune system is far too strong for something like that.
Can't help but laugh. Well, I'll see you tomorrow then, okay?
Yeah. Thanks for coming. Oh, and for carrying the picnic basket. I'll bring it for lunch tomorrow. We can have our picnic on the roof.
Sounds good to me. See you then. Emmy grabs the basket from me and shoots through the door. Ring gives me a soft half nod and ambles inside as well. Damn, it's wet out here. Ha! He said it's wet. I need to get back to my room and into some dry clothes. I'm sitting in front of my door, but I'm intercepted by the sudden appearance of Kenji, appears to be carrying a stack of books.
Hey, man. Give me a hand, would you?
Huh? The books are unceremoniously dumped into my arms and Kenji fumbles with his room key. Out of nowhere.
Thanks, you're a lifesaver. If you weren't around, I'd have to keep my door unlocked. That's just begging for trouble. Perfect opportunity to set up an ambush, or maybe just plant a bomb if they don't want to get their hands too dirty. Probably don't. Afraid they'll break a nail or something if they have to stab me. Woman.
Mind thinks about digesting the verbal torrent that's just been unleashed, but he elects to remain comfortably in the dark. Is water wet? Perspective is important. It's not as simple as saying, is water wet?
Anyway, where have you been, man? I gotta use some help carrying these back from the library. I knocked on your door, but you weren't there.
Oh, sorry. Not really. You appear to think I'm some kind of pack mule. I was out with Emmy and Ring. Kenji staggers back in shock. Ah! Looks like he just shot his dog. If he had a dog.
The limbless ladies again! What'd you do this time?
Well, we wound up at the Shanghai. I'm prevented from continuing my sudden explanation of despair.
The Shanghai! Why the Shanghai? No, man. Can't just go to the damn Shanghai. It's the most dangerous place in the city. A veritable stronghold of the best agents. I know, I've met them. They'll stop at nothing to lull you into a false sense of security and then BAM!
Hits his door for emphasis.
Wallet's gone, but bus pass, gone. Identity, fucking gone, man. Promise me you won't go there again.
It sounds like he lost his wallet around the Shanghai at one point. She's so vehemently opposed to the idea of the Shanghai that I'm willing to lie a little in order to get to my room. Sure, I won't go there again. Or at least I won't ever tell you I've gone there again. This seems to mollify my respectable companion.
Good. Sorry to come on so strong, but I know the danger there too well to let you just wander into the lion's den again. Got out of there alive once. Twice is pushing it.
Yeah, well, I need to get changed and do homework, so I'll see you later.
Huh? Oh, sure, whatever.
Suddenly remember that I'm still holding his books. Better take these. Catch a glimpse of one of the titles, something out of cryptography. What a weirdo. Kenji grabs his precious cargo from me and disappears through his doorway. I open my door and walk in, grateful to get out of my soaking wet clothes. The rain outside picks up, and I find myself hoping that Emmy's not out running in this weather. She seems so adamant about doing the run alone, I can't help but wonder if her leg's still bothering her. I try to remember whether or not I've seen her limping at all today, but I can't, because I was too caught up in enjoying the day, even if it did rain on us. As I think back over the events of today, I keep finding myself focusing on my running partner. Complete refusal to allow the rain to spoil her plans was incredibly cute. But there's something else there too. Sort of unflappable attitude when it comes to enjoying the day as it comes. I really like that quality. I may need to do a little of that myself. Yeah, enjoy your life, I guess. You know, die. Don't do it. Eat some food. God damn it. Didn't have time to eat dinner. The sound of my alarm brings me out of a dream involving pirates and some other stuff I can't remember. I'm a little blurry-eyed. It feels like it takes me longer than usual to get dressed and down to the track. Glance at my watch reveals I was right, and I am in fact running a little late. The thing is, there's no Emmy. That's odd. She should be here. She definitely should be here. I mean, I was late. I guess I wasn't the only one who had trouble getting up this morning. Thought crossed my mind that it never quite stopped raining yesterday. Did she go running anyway? Seems likely. Emmy's a lot of things, but cautious isn't one of them. She probably figured the rain wouldn't stop, and that's why she was so adamant about running alone. Still, I would have gladly run with her, even if it was in the rain. Heck, if anything, I would have been able to convince her to come in once it got really bad. That would be why she didn't want me along, of course. Even so, can't help wanting to know where she is. Well, nothing for it. I better stretch and run and hope that Emmy shows up with a grin and an excuse. On my cool down lap, I'm forced to admit that Emmy isn't showing up. Furthermore, I have no idea where she is. Anxiety gnaws at me while at the same time, wondering just why I'm so worried over her. The run helped to take my mind off it for a little while, but now that I'm finished, I'm back to worrying. It was weird not having her here. Downright unnerving. Suddenly dawns on me that I've been running to hang out with Emmy as much as I've been running to stay healthy. Probably more to be with Emmy now that I think about it. It's one of those things that are completely obvious, yet somehow I never realized it. She really is someone I enjoy being with. As revelations go, it's hardly world-shaking. All the same, I find myself feeling slightly shocked. When did this happen? Well, no time to think about this, though. I want to ponder this new development. I have a greater desire to find out what's happened to Emmy. I asked the nurse when I stopped in to see him. Well, seem to be in good shape, so that's good to hear. I place my shirt and stand to leave as usual. So instead of leaving, I ask the question. Hey, where's Emmy? She didn't show up this morning. She okay? I try valiantly to conceal the anxiety in my voice. Nurse's expression suggests I failed miserably. You mean she didn't tell you? Sick in bed. What? Sick? Nurse shrugs. Yeah, she came to my office early this morning with a fever. To be honest, I'm surprised she made it here. She was burning up when she arrived. I believe she's planned to let you know, but she asked me to tell you. Oh, shoot. The nurse gives me a sheepish smile that seems at least partially sincere. I told her I stopped by the track to let you know in case you forgot to. Sorry about that. Well, you don't need to tell Emmy I forgot, right? I returned the nurse's smile with a devious one of my own. Oh, of course not. This is fine blackmail material! Finally got one up on the nurse! Alright, high five myself. Yeah, okay, anyway. I'll save it for whenever I need a favor from you. The nurse laughs. Well, I guess I deserve that. Oh man. You know, got tons of blackmail on you that you're not even aware of. Don't push your luck, okay? My expression earns another laugh from the nurse. I'm just kidding, Sal. Seriously, don't tell me I forgot, okay? Your secret is safe with me. Oh, good. Now go on, get out of here. Wait, I've got one more question. Shoot. She going to be okay? Oh yeah, definitely. Her fever was high, but it was already starting to go down by the time she came by my office. I'll probably check up on her again at lunch to be sure. But I expect she'll be up and about by the evening no matter what I tell her. Your bones are feeling stiff, not your muscles, your joints, etc. Maybe I should visit her after class. It takes me a second to realize it's spoken out loud. Nurse raises an eyebrow and gives me a searching glance for a moment. Well, might not be a bad idea. Let her know she's taking a turn for the worse, I guess. Oh, you can let me know. Okay. No funny business, you got it? Know what meds are on, after all. I think that's a threat against my life, I'm not sure. Either way, I assure the nurse that my intentions are chaste and exit the office. Interesting that the nurse sees me as some sort of potential suitor to Emmy. Even more interesting is how pleased that makes me feel. I need a shower. Shop is clear? Nice. Lunch bell rings, and I find myself disinclined to make my way up to the roof. Girl, I'm betting Rin knows where Emmy is. If that's the case, I doubt she'd bother going up there. More to the point, I doubt we'd have any sort of scintillating conversation if she did. Chances are she'd prefer to be alone up there anyway, so I don't accidentally ruin her train of thought or something. Unfortunately, I don't really feel like heading to the cafeteria either. Guess I'll go to the library instead for the first time in 50 years. Nurse, I think it's already confirmed that the nurse was her nurse when she got into an accident. I need a new book to read anyway, having finished my other one yesterday before bed. And also, I think it's confirmed that her dad passed away from that accident. Maybe I can find more by the same author. From what is implied by what's insinuated by the story and what Emmy's mom said. Yeah. I love libraries. They smell like dust and paper and ink. All these stories and facts and opinions crowded together in one place make the air come alive with potential. I'm not sure how to navigate Yamako's library yet, having mostly stuck to my books I brought with me. So I search for the librarian to ask for help. So she's not around.
Can't believe it.
Yuko, looking rather distracted, suddenly emerges from one side of the aisles. Excuse me?
Oh, can I help you?
Actually, I was looking for a book.
So am I. Advanced Cryptography. We just got it in and now it's gone missing. I really wanted to read that one.
Cryptography?
Yeah, that is... This guy I knew, not sure how to describe it.
Skip to the end.
He got me interested in cryptography, only now the book's gone. I think it's been stolen.
Sounds pretty terrible.
Yeah, especially because now I have to search the whole library for it. Even though it's probably not even here.
You seem busy.
A little.
She dashed off down another aisle and resigned myself to find my own damn book. Plenty of choices. I like how it doesn't dawn on Hisao right there that goes, I know who stole your book. Or maybe he's not ratting Kenji out because he's in on the Kenji conspiracy. Dun, dun, dun. Anyway. Oh, come on now. How'd I get lost? These aren't even printed books. They're all in Braille. Guess that makes sense in a school like this, but honestly, it's a little annoying.
I'm sorry. Is someone there?
A lilting voice drifts out from behind one of the cubicles set up for research. As I approach, I see that Lily's been reading a book while I've been stomping about the aisles. Oh no, I should be apologizing. I didn't make so much noise. Hey, it's Lily! She's alive.
My, is that you, Hisao? I've not heard from you in quite some time. It's like you're not on mine nor Hanako's route. You little bitch.
What?
I was beginning to think you'd forgotten all about me.
Sorry. I didn't see the MK11 stuff. Oh, he isn't dead, Tom? Alright, well, I guess we'll find out more about that, though. Lily laughs in that refined manner of hers and shakes her head.
I'm only teasing you, Isao. From what I hear, you've been busy. Morning runs with Emi Ibarazaki and lunch on the rooftop, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah! Yeah! Okay. Guess word gets around pretty quickly.
That, and I can't coax poor Hanako on the roof anymore. You three are always there claiming the spot for yourselves.
She chides me gently, though it's pretty clear she's just teasing me again. So I feel an odd need to apologize. Sorry. You can eat lunch out somewhere else if it's a real problem.
Oh no, I wouldn't worry about it. Hanako and I have other things to do at lunch too. Such as read in the library, as you can see.
Oh, Hanako's here too? I didn't see her. Lily smiles a bit enigmatically.
Oh, she's around somewhere. But I'm surprised, Hisao, you're in here instead of up there. What brings you to the library?
Well, Emmy's ill, so there's no lunch on the rooftop to keep me occupied. Lily raised an eyebrow at my statement before giving another chuckle.
My, poor Rin must feel left out.
It's not like that!
But I'm sure it isn't. Emmy tends to be the life of whatever group she's in. It's a shame to hear she's fallen ill. Will she be okay?
Somehow I get the feeling that Lily's just inquiring out of politeness, but I respond anyway. The nurse thinks so. I'm going to swing by and see how she's doing after school myself. Another raised eyebrow.
My, what a noble gentleman you are, Hisao.
It's nothing really, just checking up on my friend after all.
So it's just friends, is it? How disappointing.
I blush, glad that Lily can't see. Somehow she knows that I've been flustered by her comment anyway and laughs.
I'm sorry, Hisao. I'm teasing you again. Please do tell Emmy that I hope she feels better, won't you?
A glance at my watch reveals that I'm very nearly out of time to find my book. Of course. Hey, I've got to find a book before lunch is over, so I better get moving. See you later. It's probably not the best phrase to use. Lily, however, takes my gaffe in stride.
Until we meet again, Hisao. Until my route, Hisao. Hint, hint. Nudge, nudge.
I never do find the book I was looking for. Walk out with something else instead. Scar for life over that picture in the end of the hallway. My stomach growls slightly, letting me know that I should have had something for lunch. Oh well. I'll grab something before I visit Emmy later. Oh, I feel really stuffed and congested. Maybe I went running in the rain. Actually, it hasn't rained recently either. I miss when I actually had the freedom to run in the rain. I used to like taking like really stupid long walks, like when it was pouring outside. Like, yeah! My parents used to get really pissed because I'd walk out with sandals with socks. That's right, I was that guy. Fashion don'ts. It seems as if time has decided to slow down for the express purpose of annoying the hell out of me. Class feels like it drags on for ages. Suspect that my being consumed with worry probably has something to do with it. And the hunger. Blessedly, the bell rings and I dash out of class, drawing a few raised eyebrows, I'm sure. Rolling around at the speed of Isao. Got places to go, gotta get yelled by Misha. I spent the majority of the day fretting as unobtrusively as I could. Even though the nurse thinks that Emmy is perfectly okay, I want to see for myself. It doesn't take long to get to the girls' dormitory and make my way to Emmy's room. Standing outside her door, I suddenly pause. What if she's resting? Hate to wake her up, especially if she's still feeling ill. Then again, she sleeps all day and could throw off her sleeping schedule. Rest is important if you're ill, isn't it? Can't decide what to do, so I settle for standing outside the door looking like an idiot. Then I hear Emmy's voice from behind the door.
Thanks for your concern, but I really am okay.
She talking to me?
I'll see you at practice tomorrow.
Guess not. So clearly she's not asleep, so I can knock without worry. So why this clenched feeling in my gut? I was nervous about dropping by the other day, so why today? Granted, I still haven't really had the time to figure out this newfound interest in Emmy's well-being. I don't have a lot of experience in the matter, of course, but certainly this seems to go beyond feelings of mere friendship. Could I take that step? Could I even bring myself to risk what I have right now? I mean, it's enough to be friends with her, isn't it? Just friends. Either way, should I just open the door and see how she's feeling? So I came here, right? Well, she's not dressed yet. The image of that flashes through my mind, causes my heart to skip a beat, literally. I should probably not even think those thoughts ever again. Not if I want to avoid a heart attack and going to jail, wait, what? I suddenly realize I'm still standing in the hallway looking like an idiot. He still seems to be in the middle of a conversation, but I knock anyway. Hopefully she won't mind the interruption.
You worry too much. Come in. The door is unlocked.
So it is. I open the door and step in. It's about where my thought process comes to a grinding halt. Emmy's sitting up in bed, her hair tousled from a day spent asleep. I think this is the first time I've seen her without those familiar beads in her hair. Oh, snap. See, Emmy in a new hairstyle. Gym shirt and bloomers, obviously hastily pulled on before I came in, creased and folded from the less than proper storage. Yo, nice, Tom. Her legs lay bare on the sheet. Oh, okay. Never seen Emmy without prosthetics before. Yet here she is, slender legs terminating in stumps just below her knees. But as odd as the sight is, I find myself more captivated by everything north of the waist. Seems that Emmy has finished her conversation with whoever was on the phone with her, and now is watching my reaction closely out of her one open eye as she wipes sleep from the other. Her expression, far from being embarrassed, is rather one of a surprisingly wide yawn, one perhaps appropriate from such a small mouth. Grin that for a brief moment seems almost flirtatious tugs at the corner of her mouth as she takes a sight of me in. I do nothing but remain in a state of fluctuating between fear, confusion, and not a little bit of lust. Wait, what? The hell, Isao! Emmy hastily sweeps her hair out of her eyes, fixing it back into place before addressing me.
You seem a bit caught off guard, Isao.
A wave of laughter erupts from her, and I find myself grinning and rubbing the back of my head ruefully. Sorry, I've just never seen someone so disheveled look so attractive. Never seen you without your legs on. Never seen you look so... sorry. Emmy giggles again and moves to sit up a little straighter. I'm caught up in the movements of her shirt, very nearly losing myself. Losing my sight, losing my mind, with someone restless of gut man. Wait, what?
I was wondering what your reaction would be. The nurse called and told me you were going to drop by, you see. And I know you haven't seen me, well, you know, without legs.
I respond in a tone of casual surprise. Oh, you don't have them on? I didn't notice. It's almost the truth. I very nearly didn't. Not trying to be suave or anything, mind you. Somehow I think Emmy would get offended by that. So she sticks her tongue out at me and chucks a pillow at my head.
Ass.
Definitely catch a pillow and take careful aim before throwing. Emmy laughs and rolls to one side, dodging my shot. Shifting her shirt distracted me enough so that the next thrown pillow hits me right between the eyes. Oof! Retaliated, of course. Once I retaliated twice, well, a war was bound to break out sooner or later. And really, when Emmy appears to have far better aim than me, well, it's just a matter of time before I'd have to resort to a suicidal charge. Gotcha!
Eep!
Bam! Smack! Biff! Batman! Wait, what? And once the charge was accomplished, well, of course I have to wrestle the pillows away from her. With that kind of struggle, of course, we wind up in this sort of position. And so I find myself staring down at her from my position on top of her. She looks happy, though. She's grinning, eyes sparkling with amusement, maybe a little sweaty now from our tussle. Her chest is heaving up and down, sucking in air. Small bit of my brain that is not currently enraptured by sight in the spell of her observes that she must still be ill, because her stamina is not what it should be. Stay that way for a while. Sure how long, because everything seems to go fuzzy. Everything that isn't her anyway. Her eyes meet mine, and deep inside them, I almost catch a glimpse of what? Fear? Longing? Hope? Hope? Despair? Bagels? Wait, what? I've watched too many Nico V videos. That's my problem. Emmy? A cough suddenly convulses her, and I almost stumble in my haste to get off to apologize for everything. I keep wondering why Isao is so creepy at times. Dreams? Sorry, I should have...
It's fine, it's fine.
She gives me a reassuring pat on my shoulder.
So, what brings you here?
She's still breathing hard, and that caused her voice to shake slightly. Well, before I was so rudely assaulted by pillows, I came to see how you were doing. Wham. This earns me another shove, and I very nearly fall off her bed. Emmy's eyes sparkle again. I wonder how I never noticed how attractive you were before.
Consumed with worry.
Her tone is mocking, haughty, teasing. She throws her arm across her forehead, dramatically grin still apparent from underneath.
Couldn't bear the thought of me lying deathly ill.
As we both recover from our brief wrestling match, Emmy appears to fall back on teasing me. Well, I wouldn't say consumed with worry, but after you didn't show up this morning like a total wuss. Emmy pouts, crossing her arms petulantly and sticking her lower lip out.
It's not my fault. Nurse wouldn't allow it.
Sure he wouldn't. I completely believe you. Emmy sticks her tongue out again.
You're such a jerky, Sal.
So, how's your day then, eh? Do you enjoy slacking off?
Not really. The phone woke me up pretty early on.
The phone?
Yeah, the captain of the team called to make sure I was doing okay. Also, to let me know it was okay to skip practice.
Good, at least she wasn't alone all day. Someone checked up on her. This scene is discreet as how most H games start. No, this is what happens right before you get demonetized. Although I can't help think that should have been me. It's gonna be me. Wait, what? Oh, that's good. It really keeps an eye on you, huh? Emmy shrugs.
It's his job. Part of being the captain means you know where your team members are and when they're not in school. Still, I guess it was nice of him to call, huh?
Yup, sure was. He yawns and shimmies down into a more comfortable position.
So, how was your day?
I like how it's just gonna stand in there, her just laying there, right? Like, at least not like a side view where he's laying down as well. You know, kind of uneventful, you know? Went ahead and ran by myself, talked with the nurse about how you were doing. Meander through the day's events, none of which are particularly engrossing. That's why I'm distracted by an arm finding its way across my waist. It seems that Emmy fell asleep while I was talking, so I draw her a blanket to cover us. Okay, so yeah, he was next to her. She's rolled over onto her side, and now one leg is thrown over my leg, effectively trapping me. Yeah, that's the honey trap, man. You're never getting out the end. Hey!
Hey, listen!
Seems ashamed to wake her, but I have things to do. Gently shake her, but in response she only tightens her arm's grip on me and sighs a little. My resistance to this position crumbles rather quickly. The feeling of her body breathing steadily is both calming and incredibly stimulating at the same time. My breathing cannot decide if it wants to relax or speed up. Relaxation wins, and I find myself putting an arm around Emmy. I think I'm in love. Words slip out and hang in the air unnoticed. At least I hope they've gone unnoticed. Emmy whimpers weakly through her dream, and her grip suddenly tightens again. For the first time since I've known her, I see tears running down Emmy's face. It's as if my heart is about to break. I instinctively tighten my grip and stroke her hair, what I hope is a soothing manner. She's like, there's like sandpapers on her face. Words of comfort meaningless in this situation spring to my mind. Maybe I should wake her. Are you supposed to wake people having nightmares? No looting, Emmy? Can't for the life of me remember. It depends on the nightmare. I think night terrors are okay to wake people from. Some nightmares are not. I don't know how it works. It's very hard to wake me up, period. The decision is taken from me as Emmy suddenly jerks awake with a cry.
Dad!
This is more than I think I wanted to hear without her knowing. Quickly sit upright and gently shake her shoulders to stir her. Hey, you okay? What a silly question.
Huh? What? Hisao?
She shakes her head as if to clear it and quickly wipes her eyes. You had a nightmare, I think. Emmy shudders again and glances up at me a little cautiously, so I'm unsure whether or not she's actually up.
Yeah, I guess so.
Want to talk about it? Speedy internal debate seems to be going on in her head, which resolves itself with a shrug.
Nah, I don't really remember much of it.
Pretty sure she's lying to me, but somehow I don't think I should press the issue. Emmy shudders again and turns toward me, looking a little sheepish.
Sorry for falling asleep on you like that.
Keep my voice as soothing as I can. Hey, don't worry about it. You've been ill.
Yeah, I guess that cold medicine's just made me a little drowsy.
I guess so. Emmy does not strike me as the sort of person who'd fall asleep at the drop of a hat. Rin, maybe, but Emmy's far too energetic. Emmy gives a half smile in response, and then just like that, she's back to her old self.
Well, prepare yourself for tomorrow morning, Hisao. We'll have to go twice as hard to make up for today.
But I went running this morning.
No excuse.
Oh, fine. I'll be ready for you. Emmy nods satisfied.
Good.
Take this as my cue to exit. Well, I better get going, especially if I want to get enough sleep for tomorrow. I hop off the bed and head for the door.
Hey, Hisao?
Pivot neatly on my heel and face Emmy. She opens her mouth to say something, and then in another first, I see her falter slightly. She closes her mouth and opens it again.
Thanks. For dropping by, I mean. Kind of the first visitor I ever had who wasn't Rin.
Now that's surprising. I would have figured that Emmy'd have people dropping by all the time. Certainly popular enough, or so I thought. Always talking to people in the hallways. Emmy hesitates again.
And thanks for staying around after I, well...
Look of pain flits across her face.
You know, it helped.
She brightens back up and waves cheerily at me.
See you tomorrow.
Yep, see you later. Just about to exit the door when something makes me turn around again. Hey, Emmy? Anytime you need to talk, let me know, okay? Emmy seems taken aback by this offer. Her grin gets even wider.
Sure thing, Hisao. See you in the morning.
I exit Emmy's room with my head in a whirl. Should I have even left? Was she really okay? I want to turn around and march back down the hallway, open the door, and tell her. Tell her I love her, tell her I think she's beautiful, tell her that I'll be there when she needs me. I want to stay with her to hold her close as she falls back to sleep. How many nights has she woken up like that? Only to find out that nobody's there. I want to be that person she can be with when that happens. It's a silly thought, I know. We don't know each other that well, do we? The whole idea, while exhilarating, also makes me feel worried. Worry, perhaps, that I'd overstepped my bounds. Now, to add to my troubles, it seems as if Emmy herself already has an interest in someone else. This track captain of hers who seems so interested in her well-being. True, I've only seen the two of them together a few times. That doesn't change the fact that they seem better suited to one another. There's really nothing to be done about that. Really? Really? Really, Hisao? The whole, wow, you're the first person other than Rin to visit me. Didn't clue you off the fact that maybe you're the special one? Same. I need to take my mind off this whole situation. I've got homework to do. Maybe that'll distract me. Hisao learned. The homework did not distract him. In fact, didn't help at all. A night of restlessness has left me feeling fairly groggy this morning. The events of the previous day keep intruding upon my mind. The memory of how Emmy felt against me. Ooh, is this a new track for me? Ooh, this is really nice. The memory of our wrestling match. And most bothersome, the memory of her nightmare. She was in so much pain. Can't stop wondering what it must be like for her to wake up with nobody there. Shower shocks me awake with hot water, awake but still worried. What will happen today? Things just go back to normal? End of the episode, back to the status quo? There's a connection yesterday. Something that nearly pushed us past the boundaries of normal friendship. Would that have been so bad? My mind goes back to the look at Emmy's eyes after our pillow fight. Almost seemed like she was daring me to go on. Almost. I can't know for sure. Anyway, the track captain's probably first in her affections. I don't know, guy. You hate this track so much, Tom? I'm assuming it's played during, like, other than, like, right now, probably during, like, really either emotional or depressing scenes that make this game live up to its Nukie classification. Even as I say that, my mind is already snoring derisively. Just looking for an excuse, a reason for everything to go wrong. A reason to not try. No, that's why a few people have told me that this actually hits home to people. The Emmy route, for some reason. I'm like, what? Because I never played the game before, so I can't really relate one way or another yet. You know? It's not as if I've ever seen the two of them together outside of track practice. Clearly he's never visited. Emmy said as much herself. If they were close, surely he'd visit. I'm such a wuss. I ought to just go for it anyway. Damn the consequences. That's what Emmy would do, I think. Hell, I know that's what she'd do. Which is partially why I'm convinced there's no interest on her end. She hasn't acted either. Maybe because of this track captain. It's possible she's got a bit of an unrequited crush thing going on. Who would be able to clarify their relationship? It sure as hell can't be Emmy. She'd probably just laugh and ask why I want to know, and I'm not ready to answer that yet. Okay. You don't have to say it in public. Remember, guys. Remember, this meant for you to... Even though it's not... we might hit portions that are like, WTF, or what the hell, or like, oh, that was really depressing, or sad, or like, shocking. Remember, we're here to have a good time. Overall good time. So, if there's anything that bothers you, or that you feel very uncomfortable about, or that hits really close to home and personal, and you want to get it off your chest, you don't have to do it in public if you don't want to, first of all. And if you want to tell me, I'll listen. Because, you know, like, I think it's important. If you have something to say, or you have something you want to get off your chest. And you want me to hear it? I'm not going to tell anybody else, and I will listen. So, you bother me, will you listen to me badmouth you forever? Heart? You know, if you don't like me and you're going to complain about me forever, I mean, sure, why not? I'm here. Okay, let's see. And I'm not ready to answer that yet. Rin will probably just give me some cryptic answer or something. And then with my luck, she just asked Emmy, who would ask me why I want to know. I've already covered that problem. Am I doing Gen Con again this year? I'm torn. I'm not sure if I'm doing it yet or not. It's not that I need convincing to go. It's just that it's going to be a big hit on my schedule. But I'm because it's very hard to stream when I'm there, you know? And that's the only reason. Because I still don't want to miss that many streams. Especially since, but with that said, I'm trying to, like minimize the hit. Like, by only missing, like, one. By making it so that I might get, I'm trying to get a hotel near the venue. It's just, I have to see if I can get a good deal on it to make it work, you know? Alright. Anyway, I wonder. You won't finish it next stream or it'll be a 4-hour stream? Well, I'm probably going to go for another hour tonight. Like, not going to lie. Can I get away with asking the nurse? He seems pretty protective of me. Sure he knows something was up. He owes me for not letting Emmy know he forgot to tell me about her being ill, so he'll keep quiet. What if he asks me why I want to know, though? I can shake him off. Just say I'm curious as a friend. He'll buy that, won't he? Of course! That's settled then. For the run, I'll talk to him while Emmy's waiting outside the office. There's no sign of Emmy when I arrive at the track. She's still too ill? Decided to give her 10 minutes. A little early. She was ill yesterday, so she takes a while to show up. It shouldn't be surprising. Going with a friend. Oh, you're going to Gen Con this year, King? Awesome. Well, what I do is I usually stay at my friend's place. He lives like 15-20 minutes away, like driving distance, so it's actually not that bad. And it's free. Like, you know, it's just the price of going there. At that point. But with that said, like, if I could get a really, Oh, you're not going? Oh! Yo! You know what's really funny? Okay, so here's the thing. I'm reading this from my Streamlabs. Nyarbad. I literally am really dumb. I didn't even realize the difference. Because you guys both have dark blue names, and I literally just fucking missed it. I'm so retarded. Yup. I'm sorry, Nyarbad. I can't see it. It's so dark. You guys have both dark blue, all right? So I just quickly glance over and read chat. So yeah, it's because I can't see the chat that well. Crown's next to the name, isn't it? Yeah, I should really be watching the stream of it so I can see who's the Crown's. Dude, man. I can't tell. I'm sorry. I'm blind. Alright, yo, Narvad. No, but I want to stay at the Marriott over there. So, like, I'm like, literally, I could walk into the convention center. There you go. There you go. We have different names now. Green, different from blue. Can't get confused as much. Don't, Narvad, don't change your name color to green, please. Although I can read the green a lot better on the dark. So the thing is, like, the Streamlabs chat is a darker background. And so when I see it on my end, like, it just looks very dark. And because since I'm quickly looking while I'm replaying games, I make that mistake. Usually, actually, I would have noticed the Twitch Prime logo, like the Prime logo. I'm sorry. Sorry, you're not bad. I'm sorry, King. It got you got your names confused. Jeez, I have 3 viewers. I get 2 of them confused. That's a bad track record right there. Speaking of tracks, let's go back to this one. I'm a little early, and she was ill yesterday, so she takes a while to show up. It shouldn't be surprising. Anyway. Still, I hate to just waste my time, so I occupy myself by stretching and pacing back and forth anxiously. What if I went too far yesterday? What if she doesn't come back because she's embarrassed? What if?
You're early again, Hisao. I'm impressed.
Just like that, I feel some of the tension leave my body. Emi seems to be bright and cheerful as usual. No sign that she even was ill the other day, much less had a less than restful sleep. Still, I have to ask. Sleep well last night? Just a throwaway question. Small talk. Sort of thing people ask someone they bump into the cafe while getting their morning coffee. But not for us. At least not for me. I don't know if Emi realized that I'm actually concerned about how well she slept last night. The question does give her a pause. For a short moment of what seems like her genuinely pondering this, she nods.
Yep, sure did.
Was it because of me? Did I actually help? Or are you just saying that to get me to stop asking questions? Good to hear. Emi grins and begins to warming up.
So, ready to begin?
Pfft, am I ready? Of course I'm ready. I was born ready. Blue forever? Alright, fair. Like, we can fuck with someone forever, and I like to color my name. Fair. And we last on my bravado and we take off running. Keep a steady pace the whole time, breathing steadily. Still feel dead at the end, but at least I don't gasp like a fish out of water now. I mean, he's positively beaming after my run today.
Nice job, Hisao. You're improving. You'll be half as fast as me in no time.
This last line is delivered with a teasing grin that I've grown all too used to. Oh, how exciting. Amy begins to run her sprints while I take a cool down lap. She's really pushing herself today. By the time I'm done with my lap, she's laying across one of the bleachers looking exhausted. Goodness, not pushing it a little too much today, are you? Did just have a cold, you'll recall. Recall? Amy gives an annoyed snort and sits up.
Bah! I'm just trying to make up for lost time, that's all. I went twice as hard today, you know? Good run always gets the kinks out, you know?
You know?
Clears the mind, too.
Oh. Amy nods vigorously.
Yep, it's a great outlet for that sort of thing.
She doesn't explain further, and I don't ask. I suspect I know the real reason she went so hard today. Being sick had nothing to do with it. Something's bothering her. Maybe the nightmare, maybe something else. But it's not my place to pry. She'd tell me if she wanted me to know. I'm sure that comes in handy.
You have no idea.
The sincerity in her voice confirms my suspicion. The only problem is, even though I know she'd tell me if she wanted me to know, I still want to know. Something on your mind then? Amy doesn't seem surprised by my question. Says she shrugs.
Nah, it's nothing worth getting worried about.
She seems as if she's trying to convince herself as much as she's convincing me. I opened my mouth to ask if yesterday was responsible for her current state of mind, but think better of it. Too much risk of her taking the question the wrong way. Besides, I'm not even sure myself what to think about yesterday. Really. Can only get about as far as how it felt to have Emi sleeping next to me before my brain shuts down. It's like dead. Having her before me now, covered in sweat and looking wryly at me, she's making it difficult to think. Yeah, I hear you.
We better hurry to see the nurse. We're running short on time.
Aren't we always? Emi laughs at this, dry chuckle that seems most un-Emi-like.
Too true.
For a brief moment she looks old, worn down by some old hurt. Just like yesterday, I can almost see her shouldering the burden and straightening up slightly. Then she's back to being Emi again.
Come on then, Hisao. Race ya.
Sudden smile, she darts off. Hey, no fair! Take off after her, knowing I won't catch her, but not caring. Even if there's no chance of catching her, I'll still run after her. Emi's waiting for me at the door as I arrive.
Well, well. Look who's finally shown up.
Yeah. Enjoy your victory while you can. Emi grins as the nurse pokes his head out the door. Well, there you are. Come on in, Hisao. What has become a familiar routine by now, he checks my blood pressure and my heart rate. A bit fast today, isn't it? Yeah, I kind of raced Emi here. The nurse laughs. That's never a good idea. He leans in to whisper to me in a conspiratory manner. I don't know if you've heard, Emi's a bit of a track star. I reel back in mock surprise. Really? She never mentioned it before. Oh, I love the sarcasm there. Two of us share a laugh. Did she do okay today? Cold seemed to bother her. Why don't you ask her? He rolls his eyes in exasperation. Of course I'm going to ask her too. She'll tell me that she didn't have any problems, regardless of whether or not she did. So I'm asking you because you're her friend. You'll probably tell me if she had trouble today. When he puts it that way, it makes a lot more sense. She seemed pretty good today, if a little more tired than usual. She was already feeling better when I dropped by yesterday, so I'm not that surprised. The nurse nods, though I notice he tenses slightly when I mentioned yesterday's visit. Well, that's good to hear. Here was just a 24-hour thing, and he tends to recover quickly from colds and the like. Hey, speaking of Emmy, are she and the track captain? Well, you know. Look of suspicion crossed his face. Why do you ask? Well, it's just that they seem kind of close, and I was curious, you know. I never ask her because that'd be kind of embarrassing. So far, so good. Now to really sell it. Besides, I think they make a good, cute couple. Nurse laughs. Well, I don't suppose you're the first to think that. But I think I can say with some certainty the two of them will never do anything like that. Certainty? Yup. Not that I could tell you, of course. Confidentiality and all that. Yeah, right. You just like holding a secret over my head. That too. Right, get out of here. I'm a busy man, you know. Roll my eyes at his last statement and head out the door, motioning to Emmy to go in. The whole time I'm trying to keep from doing a celebratory dance. Just like doing a little yeah! Starts doing like the Fortnite dances. You know, gets hit by copyright, gets sued by somebody, I don't know. The two of them will never do anything like that. I ended up playing this music out of nowhere. That's precisely the sort of thing I wanted to hear. It's just like the music's like, oh yeah! He sounds like, oh yeah! I'm half tempted to make some sort of a move on Emmy right now. I think the nurse would probably disapprove. Besides, I still don't know exactly how Emmy feels about me. I mean, it's obvious that she cares about me as a friend. Something more than that, I can't be certain. Even so, I can't help but feeling hopeful. I just need to figure out a good time to tell Emmy exactly how I feel. That puzzle should keep me occupied for the rest of the day, at least. Does a victory lap and pauses in the air like 90s sitcom? Like, yeah! To be continued. Anyway. Rooftop is completely deserted. Normally I could count on Rin to be up here before me, but she's strangely absent. I wonder if she's decided to accompany Emmy to the cafeteria for once. That seems pretty unlikely, but that's all I can think of right now. Part of me wants to go look for Rin, but a far larger part of me is too pleased with the way the sun feels on my skin to care. I pick idly at my lunch while I wait for Emmy and Rin to show up. It does not take long for me to hear the sound of someone coming up the stairs. Once the door begins to open before talking. Took you long enough. Keep me waiting for you, honestly. The two of you are... Huh? Well, that's odd. The only person standing in the doorway is Emmy, who looks mildly confused. What do you mean, huh? It's me, you know, Emmy. We run in the mornings? She grins and I feel my heart jump slightly in my chest at the sight. Yes, I knew that. I'm just confused. Where's Rin? Emmy's grin is replaced by a rather guilty-looking expression. Yeah, about that. I kind of, sort of... Gave her my cold. Oh, dear. Am I at risk, too? Makes sense, after all. Emmy and I were in close contact the other day. So what did she and Rin do that got her ill? Steady on, old lad. Don't go down that road. Do not think of such thoughts. You are a pure-hearted, honest student of this great Yamaku facility. You will not think such strange and preposterous things today, old chap. You are an honest student, an honest and honored student, here to study and to idle your days with the close relations you have made with your friends. Nothing more, just friends. Anyway, Rin's just probably got a worse immune system than me. Emmy seems shocked by my comment, like she hadn't considered that before. I hope not. I'll feel terrible if you get ill because of me, Hisao. Oh man, I think I feel a fever.
Oh, I feel a fever coming on.
Emmy looks horrified and then quickly shifts into a more angry expression.
So, you stop getting sick this instant. I won't have it.
Impulsively, she seizes me by the collar.
Are you listening to me, Hisawa's immune system? Get your ass in gear.
I give a smart salute. Duly noted, ma'am. And he steps back and nods satisfied.
Good. You are not allowed to miss any of our morning runs, after all.
But you missed a morning run. He crosses her arms and looks at me haughtily.
Yes, but that's a special case. It was me and not you.
That's not an explanation at all. He looks flabbergasted.
You're kidding, right? That explanation makes perfect sense.
No, it doesn't. It's a blatant double standard.
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
Oh, fine. Emmy seems pleased by her victory. She wins, yep. Anyway, is Rin going to be okay? She's not terribly ill, right? Emmy shakes her head.
Nope, she'll be fine. I got her some cold medicine that should help her. Although, I probably should have made sure she didn't try to take them all at once. She's done it before, you know?
Somehow, I don't find this all that surprising. I mean, when I was sick, I was just gulping down cold medicine myself, so that's how I got better. I mean, what? What? I doubt Rin is one to pay attention to maximum dosage and such. Should probably check on her later then, just to make sure. Emmy shrugs.
I'll stop by after practice. She'll be fine until then.
I nod, figuring that line of conversation is over. The only problem is I don't know what else to talk about. So, got any more track meets coming up? It's a terribly roundabout way of trying to see if she's free on the weekend. If she's free, then maybe I can ask her out on a date or something. Well, assuming I can get myself to actually form the words. Emmy shakes her head.
Nah, not for another couple of weeks, I think. The season's winding down.
Oh yeah, I came in right in the middle of things, didn't I? Does that mean exams are coming up soon? Should probably look into that. What do you do on weekends if there's not a meet? An eyebrow goes up and Emmy gets a teasing look on her face.
You're awfully inquisitive today, aren't you?
I shrug and hope it looks casual. Just making conversation. I don't know what it's like to be a track star after all.
Flattery.
She waves a hand idly.
I'm not actually that good, you know? You just so happen to see me on a good day is all.
You liar.
Heh, yeah. But humility is a sign of a good athlete. At least, that's what my dad used to say.
She shrugs and tries unsuccessfully to hide the rather troubled expression her face has taken on. Hey, what's up? You seem bothered by something. Emmy starts to deny it, then sighs in defeat. Wonder if she's too tired from being sick to get herself to deny it like usual. Or she actually just trusts me enough at this point to open up.
Well, you remember last night.
Do I ever? I settle for nodding, however.
That's not the first time that's happened to me. Actually, I get them kind of...
She pauses as if it suddenly occurred to her what she's doing. So it's like she's breaking some sort of personal rule here. She starts up again, choosing her words carefully.
Well, not often, but... on occasion. It's just been one of those weeks where that's what happens.
A sigh escapes her and she looks terribly frustrated. Reach over and give her a hug, which unlike last time doesn't seem to shock her. Says she seems to relax when my arms wrap around her. Hugs! Stay that way for a while. Hey, no, I was serious last night. You really can't talk to me if stuff like this is bothering you. It's always difficult to do this sort of thing solo, you know? Emmy smiles and breaks to embrace, but stays leaning on my shoulder.
Thanks, Sal. I'll be fine, I think.
I can already see her reassembling herself, getting ready to bottle it all up again. Guess that topic's closed now. So hey, give any more thought to that career survey?
Can't say I have. I don't tend to plan very far ahead, you know? Although, I suppose I could at least start looking into college, huh?
I shrug. Suppose, unless you were serious about that pirate thing. Last I checked, pirates didn't have much need for universities. Unless there's, like, a pirate university out there somewhere. Emmy giggles and starts to look a little like her old self. There's a new element in her expression. Impish. That's how I describe it. Emmy looks impish, looking up at me with her head nestled into my shoulder.
Would you come with me if I ran off to be a pirate?
Of course I would. Who in their right mind would pass up the opportunity to be pirates with you?
Well, we put it that way, I'm not sure.
She giggles again. And I giggle too. Anyway, I noticed that my heart seems to have sped up. It's probably due to Emmy's proximity to me. The hint of strawberries again. Strawberries. I can't help but grin as I gaze down at her. She's happy again.
Hey, Sal. If you're going to kiss me, you should probably do it soon. I think the lunch bell is about to ring.
My thoughts grind to a sudden halt. I'm pretty sure my mouth is hanging open in shock. I can manage a strangled This amuses Emmy even more.
You were thinking about it, weren't you?
She sits up, bringing her face level with mine.
I probably enjoy it, you know? You're a really... Well...
She really composes herself, looking like she's about to say something important.
If you hadn't figured it out by now, I think I've developed a bit of a crush on you. You're going to have to do something about that.
This time her grin short-circuits several important thought processes. At some point I turn toward her, and at another point her arms move to around my neck. Yet another, my arms wrapped around her waist. I'll be damned if I could tell precisely when that happened. Because at that moment, there's only a voice in the back of my head yelling at me to kiss her. Do it! Do it, you stupid pussy! Just do it! Dumbass! The voice was kind of annoying and sounded weird. I don't know what it was. It sounded like a narrator who's like, "Hey, you're a piece of shit!" And the narrator is very rude to me for some reason. What the fuck? Anyway, I looked into Emmy's eyes. There it is. The thing I saw yesterday on the bed. It's there again. It only strikes me that she's worried that I'll reject her. What a silly worry for her to have. Aww. Her lips taste faintly of strawberries. What? Does Emmy just bathe in strawberry syrup and shampoo in the mornings? What? She leans into the kiss, and her arms tighten around the back of my head. Make sure that I don't pull away. Although, she says she likes strawberries, so maybe she has like a strawberry lip balm, which is entirely possible. Not that there was any danger of that. The returning feeling in my gut. The world falls away. Just me and her and this bench. My arms tighten, drawing her waist closer, entranced by the feel of her. I inhale her scent, my mind trying desperately to memorize everything about she tastes, how she smells, how she feels. You went to the bathroom? Well, this is what happened, okay? This is what happened. You stepped away, didn't look for a second, bam! You saw and Emmy kissing on the rooftop. What are you gonna do, man? The ring on the bell snaps us both back to reality and we break the kiss. Emmy's cheeks are slightly flushed, and she seems to be catching her breath. In her defense, so am I. Stand there for a few moments, trying to wrap our heads around what we've just done. Emmy's the first to break the silence.
So... want to grab dinner after I'm done with practice?
What a coincidence! I was about to ask you the same thing. Well, actually, I suppose it was going to be some kind of proper date on the weekend or something. The thought was there, I think. Emmy gives me a playful shove.
Yeah, right. You are still in shock for how incredibly awesome I am at kissing.
We begin to head down the stairs back to our respective classrooms. Hey, I didn't see you talking immediately afterwards either.
That I didn't. See you after practice, Sal.
She leans in quickly, gives me a quick kiss in the middle of the hallway, sending me into another brief state of mental freefall. Now I'm free! Free fall. Wait, what? As I head into my classroom, a giggling Misha greets me. Did she see the kiss? She must have saw it! She must have saw it!
Why, Hee-chan, you romantic you! Did you confess on the rooftop, did you?
Actually, I think it was the other way around. It sends Misha into a fresh fit of laughter.
Young love is so unpredictable, isn't it?
She is always watching. I always feel like Misha is watching me. I get no privacy. Wahaha. Wait, what? Anyway. This being Misha, I suppose I should have expected her to tease me over this. I guess. Before I can really respond, Muto's entered the room and Misha skips off to her seat, giggling all the while. I suspect that I'll get a lot of that sort of conversation now, especially seeing as how Emmy kissed me right in the middle of the hall. But somehow, I don't care about that. First time since arriving here, my heart feels light. Oh wait, it's just me having a heart attack. Ah! Ah! Gotta go fast. Yo, that's a really good picture, Emmy. Act 3, perspective. Oh, I want to cut it off here, but then we'll take like 2 weeks to finish this. You have to go the extra hour. We have to. We will go the distance. Anyway, my head's in a spin all through Muto's class. I'm going to have dinner with Emmy. Wants to be my girlfriend, no less. A date. And then she kissed me. That kiss. I keep going back to it, playing it over in my mind again and again. Everything about that moment felt so right. My mind drifts off, lost in thoughts of Emmy. Nakai. Hello. Seems like I've drifted a bit too far. Huh? Whoa, what? Egad. You've contracted some kind of amnesia. Someone get the nurse. Class chuckles at Muto's antics. Sorry, sir. Yay, more anime. Anime's here for you. And more wahaha. Won't happen again and all that, right? Exactly. Muto brightens considerably. Well, lovely to hear. I hate to have my star pupil slacking off, after all. I've been doing well, but I hardly qualify as a star pupil, I think. Fairly certain that this class is the sort that everyone does well in. It's just memorizing formulas. True to my word, I managed to pay attention for the rest of the class. No more wahaha. Nakai, may I have a word with you? I wonder if I'm in trouble for earlier. Sure. Am I in trouble? Muto looks genuinely confused for a moment. Beg your pardon? He tilts his head to one side and thinks for a moment. Oh, that. Oh, no. You're not in any sort of trouble. There's just a question I want to ask you. What's that? Nothing terrible. I was just wondering what your plans for after graduation are. Are you going to university? Ah, the important talk. Yeah, I guess. I can't really see a reason not to go. Given any thought to what you'll study? Not really, no. I figure I'll come up with something when I get there. Muto laughs. Taking things as they come, eh? I'd argue against it, but that's how I did things when I went to university. Well, not really. I knew I'd go into science, just wasn't sure which one. End up with physics. Could just as well have gone for astronomy or what have you. Actually, I did go for chemistry first, but there were all sorts of things. Bill trails off, frowns slightly. Takes a minute for him to recover his train of thought, and I wait patiently for him to continue. So anyway, I did a lot of physics as well, because I had an interest in that, but wasn't sure if it was for me. So I went back to chemistry, and here we are, yes? He smiles at me enthusiastically, as if waiting for me to confirm that yes, here is where we are. Somehow I get the feeling that Muto had a plan for this conversation, but I'll be damned if I can figure that out. I'm sorry, I'm not following you. Bill frowns and rubs his chin a bit, looking perplexed, then snaps his fingers as if you remember what the point of all this was. Right, yes, you! Me? Yes, you should look into studying one of the sciences. You're fantastic at it. Unless you'd rather just go into math. Muto makes a sour face. Not a big fan of straight math. Always liked experiments more than the proofs. Saying I should study science at university? Muto seems thrown off balance by my question. Well, sort of. You could also join the science club. Trouble is, there's not actually a science club. But there could be, you know. This is not my story. This is your story. Make it happen, Misao. Make it happen today. Science is life. Or, unless you're in life science, in which case that's an actual science, but you know what I mean. No, trust me. Tom, whether or not you fall asleep, Misha will still show up later. You could even be a charter member. A founding father. Of course, you need to find other members. Well, only if you wanted to. We just started up with the two of us. And, I can give you things to read and we could talk about them. And I can help you get ready for university and such as well. Hey, you know, remember your deadbeat dad? I could be your father, you know. I know your father loves you. In fact, your parents are great. I talked to them. Yo, man, we got dinner like like last month. It was beautiful. Parents are good people. Care about you very deeply, Sal. You know. I don't know what are they going with this? Like I thought like the characters I'm sitting here rambling, making random stories. Oh yeah, I'm just going to get dinner with your parents and stuff a month ago, and I thought this kid's pretty bright, and like what am I doing here? I'm like a visual novel. I shouldn't be just sidetracking myself so much. The brain's just like, oh yeah, fan fiction. Damn me. Anyway, back on track. Wait. The rummages around in his briefcase and tosses me a book. 1 hour Muto improv. Damn. If I didn't stop myself, it might have happened. Muto rummages around in his briefcase and tosses me a book. Read that. If it's interesting, then we could talk about it. Brief history of time? I don't know if I actually want to read this. Muto seems pretty excited about it. What's it about? Time, space, space-time, black holes and such. And it's not that dense. Just to see if that sort of thing's interesting for you. You understand? He's out. That's not my parents. They hate me, and that's why they wanted me to come here. That's not true. Yo, remember how heart-wrenching his deadbeat dad was? It's like, well, your mother's a breadwinner. Come on. Remember Mr. Mumleys, but he loved his son? I totally put this in the beginning. You know what? Trust me, it totally happened, okay? Totally. Anime canon. It's the anime canon, okay? Hang around after class, so we can either discuss it, or I can show you how to make explosives in the lab. He waves a hand at my quizzical expression. All of a sudden, Muto's like, I'm Kenji, except instead of being a feminist, I'm a science file. Joking, sorry. Still, I've kept you here long enough for now. Think about science as a career path, Nakai. I think you enjoy it. Okay, I will. Thank you for the book. I leave the classroom and look up at the clock. Quite a chunk of time to kill until Emmy's out of practice. Guess I'll give this book a look. Should probably shower as well. Showering before a date's only proper, right? I mean, like, or you could not shower before a date and realize, oh, you're the type of scumbag who, when they have a scheduled date and have the time to shower and be clean and be at your best for it, didn't prepare for it. Hisao! I head back to the dorms. Wonder where I'm supposed to meet Emmy anyway. She said after practice, but she didn't say where I should find her. Guess I could just swing by the track. That's probably the best anyway. She needs a shower. I can just wait for her in her room or something. Or in the hallway, I guess. That would be better as well. Take a quick shower, remembering to take my medication once I hop out. Now for a look at this book. I'm a rambling man. Wake with a start. Shit, what time is it? Glance at the clock reveals I've been asleep for nearly an hour. Thank goodness. Emmy's practice should be finishing up soon. I throw on some casual clothes and head for the track. Somehow I get the feeling we won't be doing anything fancy for dinner. Emmy doesn't strike me as a very fancy sort of person. Still, I suppose there's a lot I have yet to know about Emmy. Despite our newfound closeness, I still feel like I don't know her as well as I should. Ah well, I have lots of time to fix that. To be honest, I'm looking forward to getting to know her more. So caught up in my own thoughts that I hardly register I'm already at the track. Emmy is nowhere to be found. I don't even see any sign of the track team. It's going to be embarrassing. I turn to head toward the girls' dormitory when I hear a shout. Hey, Sal! Turn around to see Emmy making a beeline for me with a gym bag slung over her shoulder. She's changing to some decidedly more casual clothing. Pair of shorts and an olive green top. Yo, olive green is one of my favorite shades of green. As is emerald green. I just like green, okay? It's my second favorite color, alright? Just putting it out there. Her running blades have been replaced by more realistic looking legs that probably wouldn't fool anyone. Emmy doesn't seem to care about that, a fact which makes me smile. Hey, you came! I mean, I figured you would, but still. I suddenly find myself wrapped in a rather affectionate hug. It proves to be impossible for me to keep what must be the world's largest grin off my face. Well, of course I came! In my pants! Instantly dumped. I'd be crazy not to, right? Emmy ponders for a moment.
You know, that's true. I mean, I'm pretty amazing after all.
Yeah, that's great, okay? Like, Hanako had her charm. Emmy is, like, very cute. And I would say, Hanako's, like, cute in a different way. You know what I'm saying? That's all. That's what I said. That's it. I shrug in response. Certainly think so. It's an offhand remark, which is why I'm surprised to see that it seems to have caught Emmy by surprise. She blushes and smiles warmly at me before planting a kiss on my lips. Now it's my turn to be surprised. Egad! Emmy steps back, resting her weight on her back heel, looking pleased with herself. Brain fumbles for an appropriate response. Ellipses. I should compliment you more often. Emmy laughs and gives me a playful shove. Jerk! Throw an arm around Emmy's shoulders and pleased when she immediately leans into me as if it were the most natural thing in the world. So where to?
I'm not actually sure. Where do people go on dates around here anyway?
That's a damn good question. I've got no idea. Why don't we just head down to the Aura Mart and grab something portable? Emmy's face brightens at this idea.
A picnic! I think you're onto something, Hisao.
Emmy snakes her arm around my waist and we begin to head for the front gate. I'm entirely unsure of what I meant to do in this situation, but at least Emmy seems to be equally clueless. Despite the relaxing feeling of being with Emmy, still can't help feeling a little tense. What if I do something wrong? Hate to make an ass out of myself. I mean, Yara, Hisao, what? Trip to the Aura Mart is accompanied by Emmy's chatter about how practice went. I keep quiet for the most part, merely enjoying the warmth of being around Emmy. Get a few odd looks from passerby, but I don't mind. Wind up buying some bread and instant noodles, realizing too late that we cannot actually cook the latter in the park. Yeah, that happens.
Oh well, I'll make it for lunch or something.
That'll work. The park is located after a brief loss of direction that I blame entirely on Emmy. She, of course, blames me. Find a spot beneath the tree and sit down. Lean back against the trunk. Emmy sits across from me. Guess we should have brought a blanket or something to sit on, huh? Emmy shrugs.
I don't mind.
Neither do I. Emmy tosses me a package of bread and we dig in. Curry bread. Interesting. Yo, I love curry bread. I guess I wasn't really paying attention to what I grabbed in the store.
Hey, Sal. You look like your bread's a little spicy.
I shake my head, trying in vain to keep an image of manliness. Nah, it's hardly spicy at all. He's like crying, like, you know, his eyes are watering and he's to the brink of tears. He's like, it's not hardly spicy at all. Like his lips are burning up and stuff. He's becoming like extremely like red faced from the heat.
I see. That must be why your face has gotten so red.
See? Told you. Yes, exactly. The lack of spice has gotten my blood up because of the disappointment. Emmy laughs and swallows the last of her bread.
Well, if you can't handle it, I'll be glad to take it off your hands.
Hey, just because you wolfed down yours so quickly doesn't mean I'm just going to give you mine. Emmy mock pouts, causing me to nearly choke on my bread with laughter.
Oh, come on, Isao. Aren't you supposed to be concerned? I'm making sure I've got enough to eat now. We're dating, you know.
Though, Emmy looks trouble all of a sudden.
I can't say I feel any different.
What do you mean by that?
What makes this a date? It's just what we would have done anyway, really. But this should feel different because before when we had lunch we were friends, and now we're a level above friends.
You sound like Rin. Laughter escapes and Emmy grins.
Well, she might have put the thought into my mind. We've talked about that sort of thing before.
Really? About me?
Not really, just stuff really. Rin thinks that the change of a label from friend to girlfriend seems arbitrary most of the time. Like there's no difference between the two.
I can think of at least one, you know? You don't tend to kiss your friends quite as much. For the second time today, Emmy blushes slightly and giggles.
I suppose you're right.
Yeah, we should change that. Friends should have platonic kisses. Come on. Kiss your friends, guys. Go and do it. What? Exactly. I'm always right about things like this. Emi rolls her eyes and chuckles. Guess you're pretty smart, huh? And nod in agreement. Yup. Even Muto thinks so. Thinks I should go into some scientific study after graduation. Emi raised an eyebrow. Oh, really? I don't want to be kissed by anyone. I'm fine, like, not getting kissed. Actually, that's not true. Not to take away from this, but I actually do enjoy, like, when, you know, like, because I had girlfriends and such, obviously, in the past, when I wasn't single. I'd say actually, kissing is fun. Yeah, kissing is fun. However, my first kiss was not a girlfriend. It was actually just a friend of mine. So, I don't know. Maybe kissing your friends is the right way, but you know, like I'm straight, so I'd rather kiss a female than I would a male. Actually, one of my friends in high school asked if I wanted to kiss him. I was like, you know, like no. I told him, I was like, you know, like, cause I like girls. He's like, oh, okay. I was like, yeah, you know. Oh, really? Yeah, I'm thinking I actually might do just that. Jesus fuck what? Really, the more I consider the idea, the more it appeals to me. Make a mental note to look into it a little more closely. So what are you thinking of doing after graduation? Still planning on running? Emi shrugs, seeming almost a bit hesitant. I don't know. If I'm good enough and I can find a team, I guess? You mean you aren't sure? I haven't really thought about it, to be honest. Really? Probably should, you know? Graduation isn't that far off. Emi fidgets a little nervously. Yeah, well, it's far enough, right? Besides, I've got other things to think about. There's a mischievous flash behind Emi's eyes, and I suddenly find myself gloriously pinned against a tree. Like making sure this is a real date, right? I mean, if we don't kiss, then it's not a date at all, right? I suppose... Strawberries and curry. Not the best combination, but I don't think I mind. Emi sits back on my legs and grins again. There! Science would approve, right? I have the oddest mental image of Muto nodding seriously and making a mark on some checklist. Alright. So these are the rules of a date. Step 1. Food. Check. Some sort of activity. Check. Oh, an intimate relationship date. Physical contact. Check. Is that what you guys think of Muto? Come on. Although I can really see him doing that too, so that's pretty funny actually. Muto's playing wingman in the bushes. My boy! It's more of that again then. I can't help laughing at the idea. Well, I'll admit, this is the first time I ever witnessed a kiss being met with laughter. Should I feel offended? No. I'm sure science approves. Emi beams at me, and I find it increasingly difficult to keep my brain functioning properly. Oh, good. It is at this point I notice that Emi has stolen the remainder of my curry bread while I was otherwise occupied with images of teachers wielding clipboards. Hey! Anyway, Emi tries to look innocent, but considering she's just crammed the last bits of bread into her mouth, does not appear to be working. Sorry, I couldn't resist. Thief! Level 100 thief! Hassan, level 1 crook. Emi, level 100 thief. Damn, these memes just play themselves. Tom was right. Shrug from my companion is all I get in response. Use your feminine wiles on me. I wasn't that hungry anyway, but I still feel the point. That's the point I need to make. That needs to be made. Emi seems confused by the phrase feminine wiles, but the understanding dawns on her features after a moment's thought. Wasn't anything of the sort. You were laughing. Feminine wiles don't involve laughing. I guess I can't argue with this. That doesn't change your thievery. You're always right, Tom. Fair. Emi laughs at my injured tone and gives me a playful shove. Fine. Have the instant noodles. Are you kidding? That stuff's terrible. Anything, you should definitely eat it as punishment. Another laugh from the girl sitting on my legs, both of which have fallen asleep by now. Oh man, that's the worst. Oh, beautiful! Then Emmy's gone. RKO out of nowhere! Down! She's down! Anyway. Oh my god! Oh my goodness, that was beautiful. I twitch one leg to try waking it up. That's the unintended effect of unbalancing Emmy. Falls to the side with a startled eep. Whoops, sorry about that. Legs fell asleep on me. And remains on the ground giggling. I stand a little shakily, feeling the nerves of my legs return to normal. My eyes wander over the scenery before fixing on the figure Emmy who has yet to get up. Hers is splayed out around her head. Her arms are spread, laughter is bubbling up through her mouth. Everything about Emmy seems condensed into this one image. Yay! My god, stop the match! You're right. Her energy, her spirit, her childish giggling. The urge to lay down on the grass with her rises swiftly from the back of my mind to the forefront of my thoughts. Indeed, I am convinced I would love nothing more than to do just that. Level 1 Crook, level 1 Under Thief win. Fortunately, the sun has set, and it's probably time for us to get back to the dormitories. While I may be happy to stay out here all night, I don't think I have that ability. Besides, homework soon beckons. It wouldn't make sense to start thinking about things like university and then slack off, would it? Extend a hand to help Emmy up. We should probably get going. Emmy makes a sour face. You're right. She grabs my proffered hand, and I pull her up to her feet into a hug. This time I'm the one who kissed her, unable to resist having Emmy against me. Seems a shame to leave, you know? Yeah, it does. But if we don't get back to school soon, we'll probably get into trouble. And he pokes me in the ribs playfully. And you need to do your homework, I'm sure. Sadly, you're absolutely right. I throw my arm around their shoulders and make the trek back to the school, accompanied by the occasional bouts of laughter as their conversation jumps from subject to subject. Everything from running to school to the peculiar way that one of the cafeteria workers smells. All too soon we find ourselves outside the girls' dormitory building. Well, I guess I'll be going then. I guess so, huh? Emmy grins at me again with that mischievous look. Are you going to be able to survive without me? I laugh. I'm sure I'll manage. How terrible. Aren't you supposed to say something like, I'll be counting the seconds you're away? Nah, I don't think so. And he pulls me down to a quick goodbye kiss and steps back looking unexpectedly shy. Thanks for dinner. I really had fun. Honestly, I did. So did I. I think we shall have to do it again sometime. And we laughs at my deadpan delivery and nods. See you bright and early tomorrow morning, right? You gotta run off that bread after all. Of course, despite the fact that you ate most of it. Yes, despite that. See you later, Sal. As Emmy turns to head inside, I notice something weird. Something so weird that I'm surprised I didn't notice it earlier. She's limping slightly, favoring the left leg. Hey, Emmy. Is your leg okay? Emmy looks confused, or at least fakes confusion. What are you talking about? Your right leg. You're limping. There's the briefest flash of concern on Emmy's face. Either she didn't want me to know, or she didn't think I noticed. Or, I prefer to think she just didn't realize it. Oh, that. Shrugs casually. Must have gotten knocked a little out of alignment during the picnic. No idea what would have caused that, of course. Think back to being pinned under a tree. Ah. Should have told me. Could have stopped and fixed it, you know? Emmy waves a hand airily. Nah, it's not that big of a deal. Don't worry about it, okay, Sal? It's fine. Why'd I get the feeling that she's convincing herself as well as me? Well, you know, if Emmy is limping, we all know that I have to drop a save on this thing because creating the save, okay. Hey, you guys know I can either go, oh, alright, that's the end, bye, peace! Or we could press Emmy. Press on. Get an extra 30 minutes out of this, I swear. Maybe another 15. Are you absolutely sure? You don't want to go ahead and adjust it before heading up the stairs? You could get hurt if you don't, right? I said it's fine, Hisao. Seriously, don't worry about it. I've got some experience in these matters after all.
Yeah, I suppose. Emi grins reassuringly. Honestly, Hisao, appreciate the concern, but I really am okay. Not really, I need to get going. Your attempts to keep me around are doomed to fail.
Of course. Just prolonging the goodbye, I suppose. Another grin lights up Emi's face.
Good night, Hisao.
Good night. As she limps inside, I find myself hoping she's okay despite her assurances that she's fine. Then I can call this a successful first date. Hell, any day that ends with Emi pinning me under a tree to kiss me can't be bad, can it? I head back to my room, mentally thanking the gods that Kenji doesn't ambush me in the hallway, and get started on my homework. That's weird. That was really weird. That was weird. I was like, I know, I was like, hey, that's a very strange choice that I got, right? Anyway, I think I'm gonna call off here for now. I know that Mr. Tom Kills himself has warned me that if I do, I'll probably have like 3.5 hours to 4 hours to go next week. But we've gone a good distance, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of hungry. And they've had food like a bunch of times, and I'm not gonna lie, I got like a few bites into my dinner before I had to cut it short, so I have to eat. So for now, this is Anime Fan RK2K. Thank you very much for joining me for Visual Thursdays. We had a lot of fun tonight. Hope we have fun next week as well for some more, because I think we're getting closer and closer to that Emmy ending, and we probably might not get it next week, so don't be disappointed, because if you wait, it will come. So, have a good night. Thank you very much for watching and joining me. I'll see you guys in whatever else I do, make, live stream, etc. Peace.